What's up, man? Hold the truth hostage. The truth was so important. You wouldn't negotiate with lies. Just as an idiot, man. There's always somebody blocking the fucking exit. Give me a minute. Just backing up, backing out. But yeah. Give me a second. God damn. Get my bad. Come on, man. Someone, my bad. Someone block the fucking exit, man. But yeah, you know, give me a second. Second, man. Oh, man. My bad. Fucking idiot. Block the fucking driveway, man. Man. My bad. But yeah, man. Gotta give me a second. Yeah.
Back it up, man.
Nah, man, it's
You good? Yo, because you got enough room.
oh man, my bad. I had a parking issue. But basically, man, it's the last stream before the new year, you know. And a lot has happened. You know what I'm saying? A lot has happened to get to this point. My bad. I had a little. Yeah, a lot has happened to get to this point. You know, to get to the new year. And I just wanted to do this stream because it's the last stream of the year, and I got a few things to say. This stream won't be that long, but I think it's important to just talk about where we are now compared to where we started. You know, because 2022. I mean, all of 2023. It's a lot to get to this point, man. I'm on the 11th episode, the 11th live stream, the full-time ghosting live stream. You know, when I first thought about, rebranding and refocusing, moving away from you know, claiming, moving away from, focusing the channel on the black pill, you know, more on the Casper pill and full-time ghosting. You know what I'm saying? It took a while to get to this point. I had to go from Casper Pill 1.0 all the way to where it is now with Casper Pill 3.0 and the full-time ghosting, you know, because, I thought about it and I realized a while ago, like I said, when I was starting this full-time ghosting approach, is that a lot of men are tired. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men are tired of looking for a way to better attach themselves to society, better attach themselves to, the public and how things are moving. Because the honest truth is, and man, this is why I say I'm saying I'm always growing, is that, I wasn't fully able to better articulate it, but the truth is this, man. Society has long since detached itself from men. You know what I'm saying? It's long so far as it's good. Society has long since detached itself from us as men. And I'm open the panel very soon. Just want to touch up on some things. Society has long since detached itself from us men, man. You know what I'm saying? As soon as society said, we want the nuclear family, you know what I'm saying? It was already gone. Because you got to ask yourself, what right, what right does your government and the corporations have to tell you that it's better that you minimize your family? It's better that you go from a extended family to a nuclear family. You know what I'm saying? Once your government and the corporations want to tell you the type of family you should have, they've already eliminated your choices. They've already determined that their ideal of what you are as a man is what's best. Because, over the years, I've spoken about the nuclear family for over 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Over 3 years on this channel, I've spoken about it. But, I've never spoken about it from a perspective of, what I'm saying? What right does a government and corporations have to tell you what's the ideal amount of family you should have? You know what I'm saying? Once the governments and the corporations, man, started saying, you know what, we can determine, we know what's best. We can determine what's best for you when it comes to your family. When it comes to your family, who you have access to, we know what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people in the manosphere, in the lesser pillar community, they'll bring up, we need to save the nuclear family, we need to bring it back and all that. They don't realize that the very aspect of the nuclear family is actually limiting and demonizing a man from being the authority of how he decides what his family should be, the structure. You know what I'm saying? What if you as a man say, you know what, man, my ideal of a family is, what I'm saying, no wives, no marriage to the state, but my ideal of a family is to have two different mothers. You know what I'm saying? I have two different women to have my children, and I still have access to their grandparents, the extended family. That's my ideal of what a perfect family is. You know what I'm saying? Two women, you know what I'm saying? Two women having your child and still having access to the extended family. So the grandparents, uncles, and so on. You know what I'm saying? What if that's your ideal? But once the government and the laws, the legal structure starts to build around the fact that the ideal representation of a family is the nuclear family, then that's basically stripped your right as a man to establish and determine what a family is to you. You know what I'm saying? What it means to have a family. You know, that's basically what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit. Yeah, I doubt people can hear me. Sorry about that. For some reason the Bluetooth wasn't on. So give me a minute. Fuck. Yeah. So give me a second. Gotta restart it. Give me 1 minute. Yes. My bad. Yeah, man, the phone wasn't connected. Hopefully I was heard. But basically, the thing is this, man. The very narrative of the nuclear family is basically stripping you, a man, of the right to determine what you define as your family. You know what I'm saying? That's something a lot of men, the majority of the manosphere, does not cover. The fact that the very wording of the nuclear family is an offense to a man. It's an offense because the government and the corporations are deciding that they determine what is the most optimal and representation of what a family is. You know what I'm saying? So the nuclear family has never been a positive narrative to begin with. It's always been an insult. It's always been an insult to men anyway. It's always been an insult. You know, the very notion that they decide what it means for you to have a family. You know what I'm saying? So they deem the nuclear family the right way to have a family. You know what I'm saying? When you as a man should determine what a family is for you. You know what I'm saying? So the nuclear family has never been a positive. You know, it never was. You know what I'm saying? Because to determine that all men's families should be based off of what the corporations and the government, the best perspective to having a family, it goes against you, a man, having the right to determine what a family is for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying when the audio was broken, is that for some men, a family to them would be having two different women that bear their children. Two different women bear their children, and then, of course, the extended family from those women along with his own. So the grandparents, the uncles, and all that from those two women along with his own. That might be what that man deems a family. You know what I'm saying? But with the laws and the stipulations and the limitations to men, you know what I'm saying, the government has pushed the whole nuclear family as the best version of what it means to have a family. When really that's always been a negative anyway. It's always been stripping men of their authority and their right to determine how they have a family and the structure. You know what I'm saying? But to me, 2023, man, a lot has happened. You know, most importantly, you know, I've released a book
I've gotten to release the Man Vantage book 2023. You know, I'm gonna be releasing a physical, and you know, just to announce right now that 2024 I'll be working on a full-time ghosting book. You know, a full-time ghosting book to be released on 2024 because the very reason I started the whole full-time ghosting, and you know, going deeper into the Casper Pill, you know, ghosting full-time ghosting perspective is because a lot of men are tired. You know, a lot of men are tired of seeking ways to fit into this society. Now, you know, I wasn't able to articulate it earlier on. Like I tell people with this channel, man, I'm always learning. You know what I'm saying? I'm a ancient perspective of philosophy. You know, there's no books. I don't reference any books. I'm learning as I'm going. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning as I'm going. But the reason I bring this up is that I think a lot of men, and the reason why I think with 2024, what's going to happen, and you know, I'll be dropping some black pill prophecies up here, but I think a lot of men, and I wasn't able to articulate it earlier on in 2023, but a lot of men are just, they're tired, man. They're tired of seeking a way to attach to this society, this system. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men are tired. They no longer want to pursue a way to better attach to this system and to this society to begin with. Because subconsciously, you know what I'm saying, a lot of men aren't able to say it. I wasn't even able to articulate it earlier on, is that, yo, society has detached from men over 80 years ago. Over 80 years, the system we're in, the society, you know what I'm saying, you're in, has detached from men. You know what I'm saying? The society you're in is already detached to you. So if the society is already detached to you, then why would you pursue to attach yourself to that society? You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at all the laws that are written, the fact that, like I was saying before, that this system is telling you that you don't have the right to determine what a family is, that you should bow on your knees and deem the nuclear family the true vision of what a family is. The thing is this, man, society has been detached from men since they, you know what I'm saying, when I wrote on the book Man Vantage, you know, since the 1800s, man, society has been detaching itself from men. You know what I'm saying? It's been detached. So every move, what happens when your society is no longer attached to the men? That means all the laws that are written are designed from a perspective of being distant, removed from the men. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get to the family court being a separate court. That's how you get away from you know, polygamy. That's how polygamy becomes illegal. You know what I'm saying? That's how all the laws that are designed to sacrifice a man punish him for having a family. You know what I'm saying? So I think the full-time ghosting, and you know, a lot of men will adapt ghosting anyway. You know, ghosting is already a part of our culture, but it's really part-time ghosting. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men right now are part-time ghosting. You know what I'm saying? They're not full-time, you know, and I've explained it earlier on with my Casper Pill series and I plan to glue them together to make like a marathon of it. But a lot of men are part-time ghosting. You know what I'm saying? We're in a society now that, you know what I'm saying, it's mainstream for men to ghost some aspect of their life. Some aspect of their life, man. You know what I'm saying? So, in fact, I'm gonna share the link very soon, Pars. For real. You know what I mean? Because we gotta chop it up. We gotta talk. Before the new year, man. Because 2024, a lot of things are about to change, and a lot of things that are already here are about to go to the extreme. You know what I'm saying? It's about to increase in its potency. But the thing is this, man, a lot of men right now, you can't go online without hearing the word ghosting. You know what I'm saying? Some people are ghosting relationships, they're ghosting activities, You can't go anywhere and avoid the word ghosting. Ghosting is a part of our normal culture right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is part-time ghosting, And the reason I say part-time is that, I was on Smash TV stream. I was on there, and when I was on there, shout out to Scribe. They were doing a stream on Red Pill Rage, and you had that idiot. You had that guy with extremely missing IQ. You had Lasagna there, who's just there to waste men's time and get attention from men anyway. But he kept trying to bring up that, the black pill isn't mainstream. You know what I'm saying? He kept trying to bring up the black pill isn't mainstream. Oh, yeah, yo, Yang, what's good, man? What's up? He kept trying to bring up that the black pill isn't mainstream, And I told him, the black pill is mainstream, but you'll never get a full serving of the black pill, You know what I'm saying? I've been telling guys this for over 2 years, man. We're in the gray pill is here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody drops black pills now. I've seen multiple channels from gaming to business. They drop black pills now. They drop black pills, but they're married. They're invested in the system because they are gray pill, man. I've been telling guys about the gray pill for over 2 years now, man. I discovered the gray pill. You know what I mean? And a lot of people think that the red pill still exists, that the red pill is the predominant pill. A lot of red pillers, man, they're going gray. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are dropping black pills. Well, if they're dropping black pills, but they're not living a black pill lifestyle, they're not full-time, they're not living their whole lives based on the black pill, they're doing it part-time or some aspects of it, they're gray. They're gray pilled, man. The gray pill is the inevitable progression of the red pillar. When a red pillar gets exposed, and I've been saying this for like over 2 years, when a red pillar gets exposed to black pill content, yet they still want to live their lives based on ideal. Because the red pill is built on idealism. You know what I'm saying? That's why the red pillars have a limitation. You know what I'm saying? That's why they become predictable. Because the red pillars see the world through the lens of idealism. You know what I'm saying? When you have ideals, that means logic, your perspective on logic is limited. You know what I'm saying? If you have an ideal perspective on how America should be, that you're basing your life on idealism, you're gonna have a limit to how you pursue the truth, man. Oh, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm driving, man. I'm not really looking at the screen like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm alright. I'm good. You know what I mean? But the thing is this, man. When it comes to the red pill is built around idealism. You know what I'm saying? Idealism. And yin yang, man. I'm all good, bro. I'm all good. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get some gas. You know what I mean? But the thing is this, man. The red pill is built on idealism. And the thing about the red pill is that a lot of red pillars will tell you that they speak the truth. You know what I'm saying? That their perspective on the world is how it should truly be, when really the red pillars are actually promoting ideals that were established a couple hundred years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like less than 200 years ago. Think about polygamy. You know what I'm saying? Like a red pillar will tell you that their ideal of the world and what a man's life is a man living. Let me share the stream. Let me share the entrance. Give me a minute. Give me a second. Yeah. Give me a second. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Shared the link. But you see, a lot of red pillars, what they preach is actually male limitation. Like the whole ideals the red pill is built on is not male freedom. It's built on previously established traditions that were established about what? Less than 200 years ago. You know what I'm saying? One man, one woman. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand that in the 1800s, you know what I mean? You got to understand that in the 1800s, man. Damn, what is up with this? You got to understand that in the 1800s, that man, what is up with this dude? You gotta understand that in the 1800s, you know what I'm saying, polygamy was legal. Polygamy was legal in the 1800s. You know what I'm saying? Polygamy was legal. You know, monogamy wasn't enforced. A lot of guys on the red pill will preach that we're trying to bring back manhood and all that. Really, a lot of these guys are promoting statehood. They're promoting state-approved manhood. You know what I'm saying? The definition of manhood based on some establishments that the state put in. You know what I'm saying? It's not really promoting true masculinity and what it truly means to be a man. Because think about, give me a minute. Let me get 20 super. Thank you, boss. You know what I mean? So a lot of the red pillars, man, they're really promoting male limitation. You know what I'm saying? The red pill is built on this false narrative that we men have always pursued the nuclear family. You know what I'm saying? The red pill is literally built on, you know what I'm saying, state propaganda and legalized manipulation from the government. You know what I'm saying? The red pill is built on telling men you should have a nuclear family. A man only has one woman. You know what I'm saying? A man has this in his country. The red pill is built on promoting traditions established by the government and limitation. Because if you look back in history, man, if you look in history, you'll see that, let's say about 1840. 1840, man, men were with as many women as they wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? Men were living their lives according to their values. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no nuclear family and all these narratives that are completely unnatural. Thank you, bro. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no nuclear family, man. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no nuclear family in the you know what I'm saying, in the 1800s. There wasn't no nuclear family. The nuclear family is state-funded propaganda, man. And if you look at the red pill, which preaches that it's all about freedom and individuality, what is individual about promoting a lifestyle that the state wants you to live as a man? Like, what is individual about that? You know what I'm saying? That's why the red pill, it has always been built on lies. Because how can the red pill be deemed honesty and truth when it's built on established traditions of a lifestyle that are after the independence? It's after the 1700s. You know what I'm saying? The red pill's whole ideology and thinking pattern is built around, you know what I'm saying, like the early 1900s, most likely the 1940s. You know what I'm saying? 1940s, 1950s. You know what I'm saying? A red pillar would not survive. A red pillar would be looked as an idiot in like the 1700s, man, when this country, when America was being established. The red pillar would be looked as a joke. You know what I'm saying? Because their beliefs are literally promoting state propaganda and state limitations. You know what I'm saying? That's what the red pill is built on. You know, I've done videos way back of why the red pill is dead. You know, over 2 years ago we buried the red pill. You know what I'm saying? And right now, you know, the red pill, in my honest opinion, it's like beating up a corpse. You know what I'm saying? Because we already know it's already dead. You know what I'm saying? You look at all the results of the red pill. You know what I'm saying? Ask yourself, what has changed? What has legally changed under the red pill? And if you look at how much the red pill has failed, you know what I'm saying? Think about the red pill. All right, let's go. You had MGTOW pop up. You know, you had MGTOW pop up. And give me a minute. Somebody's coming. I gotta see who it is. Oh, Pars. Hey, Pars, what's up, man?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's good?
Yo, what's up, man? I just want to say this, man, real quick.
Word.
Yeah, man, 2023, man, was the end of cope completely. I would say, man.
You're deeming cope. You're deeming cope. What's that word? You know what I mean? Illegal. You know what I mean?
Because I used to see people say that word. They'd overuse that word. I was like, cope. It kind of sounded like a meme. It sounded like a joke. But now that I'm really diving into the pill, you know, space and all that, it's starting to make a lot of sense. I mean, there's so much cope in this world, so I can see why people in this space, they use that word a lot. And another thing I wanted to say was that, you know, with the whole you know, passport and like all this like the relationship thing, you know, I'm realizing this like this month is that, you know, people are starting to really know that, like people are starting to really realize that as an option. And that's making me think like things are moving a lot faster now. Have you noticed that? Things are moving a lot faster. It's not taking normies like 3 years to catch on. It's just taking them like less than a year. You know what I mean?
Man. Yeah, I want to thank you for bringing that up, man. A lot of people underestimate the normie, man. Dude, the normie like like you brought up the word cope, bro. The word cope is being used everywhere. The black pill lingo is all over the internet. I hear men in their 40s saying cope, 50s, 60s saying the copium is extremely high because the internet moves so fast, bro. Like think about the words and how you talk, man. Like, are you using the same words you were using like 8 months ago? Or like, or as your lingo changed because the internet demands it with how fast everything moves. You know?
Yeah, I get what you're trying to say.
It's the word cope. I agree with you that I think people finding value in it is disappearing. You know, but I think the word it's gonna spread because the normies have adapted the word cope, man. They've adapted it and they'll use it. And you know how normies go. They abuse the word until it means nothing. You know what I'm saying? Pretty soon they'll say, oh, Wendy's is closed, man. Are you coping eating McDonald's? You know what I'm saying? That's how the normie works. The normie puts the words into their vocabulary and use it for anything. You know what I'm saying? Until the meaning is gone. You know what I mean? So, but I agree with you. I'll say to me, cope. That's why I say with this full-time ghosting is that I think a lot of men. I've been saying this for over 2 years. Subconsciously, a lot of men are detached. You know, even men talking about their dreams and their goals. It's not the same no more. Like, when's the last time you a younger dude? When's the last time you heard a dude around your age bracket saying, yo, I want a white picket fence, a family, and you know what I mean? Like, when have you heard that? When's the last time you heard that, man?
I can't remember the last time I heard that, actually.
I can't even remember. Yeah, because men I think are detaching, man. You know, because like ghosting. I've noticed, man, a lot of people are ghosting. It's become part of the normal vocabulary. You know, the women were the first ones to bring it up, like men are ghosting them. But now I see the word ghosting being used all the time because people are adapting to a society where they're at least part-time ghosting. You know, they will, we will never be the majority. You know what I'm saying? There will never be a majority of logical people. You know what I'm saying? It ain't natural. It's not natural to be, super logical because logic to a certain point, man, it kind of goes away from necessities. Like, let's say me and you were another bunch of, normies and our goals were, okay, you get kids, you have a house and you get, you do all the basics, you know what I'm saying? All the basic necessities and you go about your life. Maybe you get divorced, maybe this, maybe that. Like, what happened? What did you miss out on in life? You know what I'm saying? When you look at us logical guys where we got to think about step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, some of us, are thinking about 10 steps before we make one step. That isn't normal. You know what I'm saying? The average person will just go along to get along, man. They'll just blend in. The average person is a sheep. It's just normal. You know what I mean? Well, what's your thoughts on that, man?
Yeah, I completely agree. That's why, and I don't mean to sound, negative because, I've noticed that a lot with a lot of people. Like, they think that like, they're really sensitive to something like a negative perspective. But yeah, I don't have faith in normies at all. And that's just I don't have faith in them at all. That's facts in reality, man. I'm done coping,
Well, I mean, it's part of, us having a vantage point. We have the vantage point of logic, man. Logic with us is there's multiple steps, man. We won't make a move until we look from the vantage point, like, all right, what are we going to do? But to me, the normies is done. The normies, to me, they're degrading. You know what I'm saying? They're evolving and devolving at the same time. Because I'm telling people, dude, the future is to cook, man. A lot of people, when I told them the pink pill is the future. The future man is your Logan Paul, your Adam 22s, your Destiny. Destiny was in a polyamorous relationship where his girlfriend was getting banged by other dudes, and she divorced him. Plus, while he was banging dudes, and now he was crying or complaining. They're like, dude, if your girl sees that you will remain in a relationship where another man is involved, you've already lost your value. But this is the norm. This is the future of the westernized male. And a lot of people thought, oh man, hold the truth hostage, man. You're being pessimistic. You're being negative. No, bro, the writing is right on the fucking wall. Like the United States champion in WWE is Logan Paul. You know what I'm saying? Logan Paul, bro. Yeah, bro, come on, man. Go with me, man. Yo, the United States champion in WWE is Logan Cuck Paul, man. This is your United States heavyweight champion in WWE. And let's be real, man. Let's use wrestling as a scope. Like wrestling, shockingly, bro, wrestling is a reflection of what the normies will entail in society. Because think about when WWE was all PG and it was all limited. Where are we now? You can't even watch a movie or play a video game where a woman is sexy or attractive. WWE was ahead of the curve by PGing and censoring adults. You know what I'm saying? So think about it. Logan Paul is the United States champion in WWE. There's videos of his girl admitting she gave a dude a blowjob in an arena. There's videos of her with countless amounts of dudes, and he's saying she's an angel. You know what I'm saying? Yo, come on, man.
Yo, real quick, you just made me think about something. Remember, the Braun panties matches? That actually makes more sense now because of OnlyFans. That's so popular. Porn. You know what? HUB. People are really into that. These days. And Braun panties matches make sense, but if you go on Twitter and you tell like normies, like, yeah, I want to see Braun panties matches, like, oh yeah, you're sexist, you're misogynistic. But in that same token, they'll sexualize the women. Like they'll like post screenshots of the female wrestlers' asses and all that shit. They'll do a 360 and be like, wow, you're so sexist, you want Braun panties matches. So it's like you can worship their body, like from a distance, but God forbid you say straight up to someone like, yeah, I want to see the Braun panties matches. You know what I'm trying to say? Like they'll be in the closet about how much they obsess over their bodies and all that, but they don't want to express it freely and all that shit. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I've been telling guys, man, we're in the age of, if you're a straight male, you're a problem. The whole society we're in now, a lot of it is no longer legal to have the straight male gaze anymore. Like us looking at it, they're not casting women based on, she's a Hollywood actress, she's sexy, she looks right, guys want to see her. They're not doing that anymore. They're now casting a lot of ugly women, and they're keeping the men in shape, like Thor. You know what I'm saying? Thor, Robert Downey Jr., they all had to get in shape to look their part, and they casted the men for the most part based on their matching the comics. When you look at the women, come on, man, let's be real, man. Who did they cast? You know what I mean? Black Widow, you know what I mean? She's good, but let's be real, man. Was she the perfect? Did they cast her at the right age and the right time? Like, wasn't Scarlett Johansson wasn't she like when the first Iron Man 2 when she showed up? Wasn't she like 28 or something like that, or 30?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Oh, JP, what's good, man? What's up, JP? Yeah. So like the straight male gaze is illegal now. You know what I'm saying? We're watching movies flop, fail, video games, Mortal Kombat, Suicide Squad, where Harley Quinn look ugly as hell, man. You know what I'm saying? Her face looked like a fucking plate. You know what I mean? It's horrible because the straight male gaze is illegal. That's why we don't get a bras and panties match while the women are literally walking around naked. Like the only chick I see There's a couple of them. What's her name? Ryla Ripley? Is that her name?
Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley. Oh, she's slapping her ass. And I forget that other chick. What's her name?
But look at it. Look what she's doing though. She's cucking out Rey Mysterio's son.
Oh, that, yeah. Well, I mean, the story is it's again the straight male, man. The straight male is not allowed to look strong or leader.
Yeah,
Like, why would Dominic Mysterio, like Eddie Guerrero was Latino heat. You know what I'm saying? He was a smooth operator, and you got Dominic calling a woman she's only like 1 year older than him, calling her mommy. Like, he's literally playing the role of like a strange, mentally weirdo in the friend zone. You know what I'm saying?
You want to know the sad part about that?
It's bugging them up.
That's a Zoomer thing. That's actually a thing that Zoomers do a lot. They'll call a girl mommy. It's like more like you just see that shit on the internet with Zoomers.
Oh man, weirdos, man. Yeah, man. Well, the Zoomer
WWE pushing an agenda. That's society, you know.
I mean, well, you gotta look at it that the Zoomers come from like I said, overly feminized society, man. The Zoomers are growing up where their father's like, yeah, son, you can wear that dress. You know what I mean? Their father is literally buffing up their mom. Like, you know, you play video games, the father is a buff for the mom. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to help her mother her son. You know what I'm saying? This is why I say the pink pill is the future. The feminized man is the future. And the Zoomer, you know, look at the Zoomers. They got trophies for trying. What society led by men would you get trophies for trying? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a feminized male society. Yo, you gonna get a trophy. Hold the truth and powers. Y'all getting a trophy for showing up. Like, what the fuck, man? What? I'm getting a trophy for just showing up. So you want to kill my competitive drive? You want me to be docile and always seek to blend in? You know what I'm saying? It's
real quick. You just remind me of something that I was thinking about lately, and that's that. I remember looking back at like the red pill, and they'd say things like, "Oh yeah, you've approached 100 women. You should pat yourself on the back." You know, guys of older generations, they never did that. It's like, why would I care if I approached 100 women? The whole point is to get laid. Who cares how many women you've approached? You know what I mean?
Oh, look at that!
Like
oh,
you're that's a participation trophy right there.
Ooh, the homie Paul is cooking, man. Wow. It's a participation trophy. Because, you know, in the 90s, well, you know, you grew up like me, bro. We worried about bases, bro. You either in second base, first base, third base. That's it, bro. No one wants to hear, well, you know, I walked up to Susie and she rejected me, but I tried. Yo, nobody gives a fuck about that, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You only talk to your homies if the mission is complete. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, Operation Bed Her Tonight was a success. And you're like, word. Congrats. All right, man. What's the next mission? But now, man, you brought up something big. Wow. The red pill is actually promoting. It's what I was saying earlier, that the red pill is nothing more than men speaking from state-approved, state-funded narratives. Because the nuclear family, where was the nuclear family in the 1700s when America was founded during the independence? Where was the nuclear family then? You know what I'm saying? Where was that? There were literally Washington and them had, you know, let's go to, you know, I might hit a little slavery in there, but Washington and them literally had, you know what I'm saying, multiple concubines, multiple harems. That's the American man. You know what I'm saying? You got these red pillars who are overly patriotic when their patriotism is mostly from a bitch-made perspective. It's not the original raw patriotism from like the 1700s, bro, where a man is a man, bro. You know, if Pars came up to me, yo, bro, I got three women, man. One of them's my main, you know, the one I care about the most, that's my main. The rest, I care about them, but I'll never care about them more than the main, and they don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I'd be like, oh, Pars, that's 100% man right there. But the red pill will say, well, you know, you're a nuclear family, you're the head of the house, and man, you a bitch, man. You're just following the program, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, real quick too is that's what the black pill kind of expanded my mind. It made me do more research on the humans. You know, we as humans, because you know we're animals, and yeah, that made me realize that. Yeah, I looked it up, and yeah, mammals aren't even monogamous by nature. You know, it's not natural for, and you could just see that if you just look at yourself and you're like, oh yeah, you know, your sperm count and all that. You know, a woman when she gets pregnant, you know, she has to, you know, stay at home and all that. But a man, you know, he can get a woman pregnant and still be mobile. You know, so we're designed for it, literally.
Man, it's like me and you've been talking. I've been talking to people with this over 3 years, bro. Is that where monogamy, how you could tell a man ain't naturally monogamous is, you know, that meme where that dude's walking with his girl and he looks at another woman. You know what I'm saying? If monogamy was natural, that man would never look at her. She would not even be an option. It would just be, oh, I got mine, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no other options because I am monogamous by nature. It's bred in me. You know what I'm saying? So why would I look at another woman? You know what I'm saying? That's how you know we're not monogamous. Monogamy is nothing more than most men going with state-funded propaganda, man. Like, think about it when you feel guilty. Oh, man, I got my girl, but I've spoken to dudes but there's another one I'm trying to hit. She wants me to hit, but I feel guilty. I want to cheat on my girl. And I'm like, yo, you don't want to be a man, bro. That's it. You know, the truth is you don't want to be a man. You know what I mean? In my honest opinion, a man can't cheat, a man can lie. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe a man can cheat. Can he lie? 100% you can lie. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to cheating, I think cheating has to go with based on the roles being played. Like you pars a girl's with you, she would be cheating you if you're like, yo, when I'm with you, I'm protecting you. You know what I mean? I got you. I'm doing this for you and that for you. And you bring in another man who I don't know that could be a threat to me. That's cheating. But you again, pars, I got two women, bro. All right, what is the threat the other woman brings to the other woman? Let's say we're avoiding the whole she don't got STDs or nothing. So what threat is it for you, pars, to have more than one woman? Like, what is the threat? You know what I'm saying? No, what is the threat? You know what I mean? Of course, resources. You know, if you pars are what they call that word, you know, you're not accountable. You know what I mean? The only threat the other woman brings is a threat to limiting the resources the other woman has access to. That's really it. You know what I mean? But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, what's the problem? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of men in the West have been trained. And I remember, you know, on the Discord, you bring up the Passport Bros thing. To me, you're right. The only problem you have on it is that you're not looking at it from a perspective of is that what's dangerous is an American man flying overseas to succeed where he failed in America. You know what I'm saying? That's the danger. I say any man who's American with a passport trying to find love and all that American trained bullshit overseas, oh, that guy's dangerous. That guy's gonna fail. He's already failed. You know what I'm saying? Because he seeks to succeed where he failed in America. You know what I'm saying? Dude, you in America, you in the West, Canada, United Kingdom, you're a bitch, man. You're a bitch-made man. You're a BMM, man. Bitch-made male, bro. All the stuff you seek is feminine. Oh man, does she love me? Does she care for me? Does she care about my words and how I speak to her? You know, the men overseas are like, yo, she look good and I want her to have my baby. That's it. That's it, man.
Yeah,
yo,
it's agreeable.
That's it, bro. That's it, man. An American man will be, well, what do y'all have in common? She's a woman. That's it, man. Like, what more do you want us to have in common? You know what I mean? That's why the American man is, yo, man, you're already feminized. That's why I'm like, when Pars, you bring up the travel, I'm like, yo, you 100% right, man. It's just, you just got worded a little carefully because, you know, some guys that are flying overseas where, yo, they don't got the American mind state. They're not looking for love, man. You know, love thing is a scam, man. Like, you know, like I'm going to ask you a question, man, and this will determine if love is a scam. Is that, Pars, describe to me, man, how do you approach a woman and how would you treat her if you love her? As in, what are the rules of engagement with that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the process of getting love and keeping love? What is the process of that? You know, if you don't mind explaining.
Well, nothing, because I don't believe in love.
Forget you don't believe, bro. I'm saying, what would be the process of that?
If I were to believe in it?
Yeah, what is the process? You know, all the rules of how you interact with the woman and, you know, everything you got to do and all that. What is the process of love, you know?
Well, it sure wouldn't be like a one night stand type of thing. Like my goal, let's say I meet a chick tomorrow, right? My goal wouldn't be, okay, let me get her in the bedroom as fast as possible. If it was all about love, then yeah, there would be steps to it, but I mean, I can't name the steps because, you know, that's not in my game plan. But yeah, it would be like a slow process. It wouldn't be like, oh, let me just get a one night stand and then, you know, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, just hang out with her or some shit. You got to hang out with her first, and then, you know, when it happens, it happens type of thing. You know, if we're talking about what the idea of love and all that, because to me, man, the whole love thing, I've researched it, and yeah, it's total BS. That was something that was sold to us, man. But I don't want to dive deep into that, you know, because yeah, I don't want to derail the stream and all that.
No. The reason I asked you is that, bro, it's all the steps of love and what it's determined and its value. It goes towards a consumeristic approach and what they deem approvable. You know what I'm saying? So love is literally based around, the very approach of it is based around what they promote and how they want you to move. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and all that shit.
It ain't natural. You know what I mean? There's all these rules. Every kiss begins with K. You got to take her to this dinner, that dinner. All the rules are established the way you engage in the courtship of love, which is all based on consumerism and what the society deems right. You know what I'm saying? Versus what a man deems love is, yo, that's the woman I'm gentle with the most. That's the woman I care about the most. I just care about her the most, man. That's it. You know what I mean? Versus that movie narrative of, yo, man, she's the only woman, she's the only soulmate I could ever have, and blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? It's built on a narrative that's established and sold. Versus, yo, man, Pars found a chick that he cares about extremely. And, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, JP, the stream is open, man. You know what I mean? Pars found a woman he cares about, and he treats her extremely carefully, gently. That's it. So love, if you look at it, you know what I'm saying? It's written. It's been programmed into a lot of men. Versus, oh, Pars, you just took her to the park. Y'all just walked together and talked. Y'all just built a relationship trying to get to know each other instead of you spending money and trying to build your interaction based on meeting certain standards and a set of rules of the occasion we've set for you. You know what I mean? That's why I was telling guys, yo, man, we're in a society where we're in an anti-relationship society. Because this whole society right now is built on the physical interactions. Like, I mean, it's kind of like this, a guy saying, oh, the homie JP, what's good, man? Oh, JP, what's good? What's good, bro?
Yo, what's up?
No, I'm checking it, man.
Word. Drop it, JP, man. Well, you know.
Oh, shit, man. Look. I'm going to keep it 100, man. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Like somebody's background on or something.
Well, that no. What bars is your background?
I
No,
don't know. Is it?
no,
Like, can you guys
no.
hear something?
Hold on. Let me turn off. You good?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds way better. I'm like, man, but yeah,
All
man. I
right,
mean,
word.
it's just about, it's just about what you value and the desires you have and how you would treat something that you value or that you hold in very high esteem. I mean, whether that be a person, an object, a place, and stuff, you know. I mean, yeah, that's all love is. It's just care, but it's like an unselfish care. Like you believe that something should, have well-being and fulfillment because you believe that it deserves to have that with itself. I mean, just like how you love yourself. I mean, you want to have well-being, fulfillment, satisfaction, and happiness. You believe that you deserve to, experience, the good things of life. So people will say that you love yourself. I mean, if that's your main focus. I mean,
Mm.
but that, and then you just take that focus, if you love yourself, that you would have placed on yourself in that process, and you just transfer it to another person, and you just go into the mind state of wanting them to, have a good life and stuff.
Mm.
How they see it, of course.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, man, you accurate. I mean, the things if you care for yourself, man, you will apply that same focus on the woman you care about. But the way the stuff is engineered, man, once you hear love and all that, you already know the scene and
Yeah.
what must be
Oh
meant.
yeah, I mean it's been weaponized and propagandized, and people are using that word for agendas and ulterior motives and stuff,
Oh, hey,
unscrupulous means and all that stuff. So
hey,
we
JP,
can't be
you got,
foolish about this. We
oh,
can't be
no,
foolish now.
JP, you got to remember every kiss begins with K, man.
Yeah, yeah. And so does every closet. So does every closet too.
Oh, you talking about that kid?
Idea.
I was
Hey,
saying. Go
hold
on.
the truth. I got a question for you. Which one came first, the closet or the content? As far as
Oh,
like,
dang.
as far as like,
In the closet or the content. Hey, man.
yeah, like which one came first, the red pill content or the closet activity?
Man,
Because
I
I
think.
think the closet came first, and then like the red
Mm,
pill was just like a propaganda campaign to to lure
uh,
in potential uh recruits, converts to
uh,
the closet.
closet recruiting. I mean, I look at it. I'm like, if you look at what the red pill was built on, you correct is that you want all this attention from other men. You know what I'm saying? And then look at the Myron Gaines situation where he calls himself Frank White for being loud and abusive to women. You know what I'm saying? What man who's straight and masculine would see, my strongest moments is when I yell at women. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah. Think about this. I mean, what circumstance does abuse and care coexist? I mean,
Mm,
how do you claim to care about somebody, but you're constantly, abusing them, and then like they let you know that like they don't feel comfortable or that they feel violated, and you disregard, their experiences. But
oh,
somehow, like we're
oh,
supposed to believe that you like women
mm,
or care about them. That's the thing about the red pill that makes it so closet, man. It's like you
uh,
can't you can't claim to like somebody and then turn around and invalidate, their life story. I mean, what sense does that make, man?
Well, I mean, we all familiar with the whole, what I'm saying, the whole style and approach of Fresh and Fit, which a lot of men are adapting now. They're bringing a lot of these OnlyFans women, and you know what I'm saying, they act like they're interviewing a nun. Like, what man would approach a thought as a nun? Like, I would never ask a woman that does porn about her belief in God. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. Hey, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, hoes got to believe in God more than anybody else.
no,
I'm
no, I'm
like,
saying
dude,
like,
that's a dangerous line of work, man. Sex work. That's an extremely dangerous line of work, realistically speaking, man. Like, yeah,
oh,
like, I mean, they know more than all of us about having faith in God. I mean, that's how they survive.
mm, dang, you're
Like,
right.
they
Living
literally
on.
survive off faith because they opening themselves up to people they don't know at all.
Damn.
you
Repeat, man.
gotta you gotta be like you gotta have some consideration, man. I mean, yeah, like
Damn.
they're the ones perfectly qualified. I mean, even if you read the Bible, man. I mean,
Mm,
one of the most some of the most alive some of the most what beloved characters in the Bible were like women that were harlots, prostitutes, whores, and all that stuff. I mean, Mary Magdalene. I mean,
mm,
wasn't Mary Magdalene like a prostitute, but she was next to Jesus when he came out of the tomb? I mean,
man, you saying Jesus had to get something, right out the tomb. He had to hit something. You wild it up. No, the thing I'm saying is this, man. The Fresh and Fit approach, and I see multiple channels do it now since they got demonetized and removed from YouTube. They'll interview these thoughts and talk to them like they're nuns. Like, oh, aren't you ashamed? Don't you want to be a mother, a housewife? You're like, dog. Like, look at
dude,
her
like,
lifestyle. Well, what do like, they act like we're blind. Yo, she's an Instagram model. She's a OnlyFans, whatever. Like, what? Why are you talking to her like she's a homemaker? Like she works
bro,
at the church or something.
hold. Like, here's the real stupidity.
Mm,
It's like they selectively pick out women who have made it known explicitly that they
mm,
have no desire to be a housewife and all that stuff. I mean, which okay, I mean that's their life. They can do what they want with it, right? But
mm,
it's like it and I told you this before. I call it
mm,
spoon bending. That's what they're
mm,
doing.
mm,
Basically, they target women who have stated explicitly that they have no interest in living a particular type of lifestyle,
mm,
and they take those type of women in and somehow believe that promoting them is somehow going to push like some counter narrative that it's stupid basically. I
mm,
mean, bro, it's like if you really believe that women should live a certain way, then shouldn't most of your content be geared towards promoting the type of women who live the type of lifestyle that you prefer instead of you
mm,
spending your time, arguing against women who have made it known in no unclear terms that they have no desire to live that way?
mm.
Like you get what I'm saying, right?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, Pars is younger, but mass Pars this. But I think a lot of guys, and Pars once told me this, is a lot of guys are seeking their validation through thoughts anyway. I think a lot of these guys bring these women online because that's what they want to validate them. A woman that's been used
Yes,
up, the
like
chick
yeah,
that banged all the
yeah,
quarterbacks. It's like, yo, why didn't you validate my existence? Why was I never good enough for that cheerleader to look me in the eye and say I was right? You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of them bring on a lot of these
yeah.
thoughts and all that because they're in a position of power to get some validation. Now, You know what I mean? I'll ask Pars if you've seen any channels where they're trying to replace Fresh and Fit, because I've seen a lot of them. You know what I mean? What's your thoughts on that, Pars?
I think they're called the Whatever Podcast. I think it's called.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
I don't remember the name.
Like
Go
their
on.
logo's black and white. It's just a black square, and it's like it says whatever. I think that's what it's. Let me look it up real quick.
Well, I mean, you know, because to me, what JP's saying is this, man, and
Yeah.
me and him spoke about this on and off for a while. Is that if you're so supportive of the what is it, the nuclear household? I've never seen Myron Gaines and them interview a woman that's married and successful, like a homemaker. I've never seen them interview a chick that does gardening or sewing or cooking, or it's always been, yo, let's promote this chick's OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? And what happens? They promote her, she gets more followers because these guys get validation through thoughts, through the women that, and they know their audience. Their audience are usually the guys that were in the school that didn't get nothing, man. They were not invited into the train. You know what I'm saying? They were allowed to just conduct. You know what I'm saying? They were the guys pointing to the guys, your turn to be in the train. Your turn. You're next. Jerome, what you waiting for? It's your turn to be on the train. They were the conductors. You know what I'm saying? So they get their validation through that. And a lot of them, and I remember JP told me this, a lot of them bring in women you would never wife up because their narrative is to show you the worst type of women before they try to get you in that closet. You know what I'm saying? Why would every woman you interview, and 99.9%, you know what I'm saying, all of them have been unworthy of a long-term relationship or investment. You know what I'm saying? Why are all these channels all about showing men the worst of the women? You know what I'm saying? Y'all could answer that. You know what I mean?
I mean, like, it's not even the worst, man. It's just, these guys preach that, they want a particular lifestyle, and then it's like they do everything but, promote the women who also support that lifestyle. Like, it's like, okay, ain't nothing wrong with wanting to live the so-called traditional life if that's what you're into. Okay, cool. Just get with a woman that wants to live that life with you and go be happy. But they can't do that for some strange reason, which leads me to think that, okay, there's some other agenda behind, what they're saying. They don't really, they don't believe in their message, but they're using their message as a means to another end, whether it be financial or social, with like the clout and the lights and all that dumb shit, or whatever. So, yeah.
Wow. What's your thoughts on it, Pars? Let me your thoughts on it, Pars. Why they bring only the thoughts in there?
I think it's just all for entertainment. I think it's just some big clown show for these red pillars to see guys like, oh yeah, look what he just told her. You know what I mean? It's all just a circus act to me, for views and likes and clicks. Trying to get drama. Because it's like, you want to know something? What vibe Fresh and Fit kind of gives me sometimes? Like, Jersey Shore, how they have like the drama going on and all that. It kind of reminds me of that. Like you see those girls all screaming and like they kick them out and all that. That's what it looks like. That's what it reminds me of. Jersey Shore.
Oh, you're talking about the real world. Well, I mean,
yeah.
To add up on what you and JP said, I think, man, it's a narrative to tell. Because I think it's a narrative to push that this is.
Wait a minute. Hold. I know what. I think I know where you're going with this. And this was my other theory I had about it. I think that those guys promote those type of women that they know that their audience will find distasteful for the sole purpose of convincing said guys to, well, don't it's just that bad. Don't even worry about them. Just come on into the closet. That's what it is. So, okay.
You're right.
I dude, like that's the real intent behind that entire campaign of, oh, okay, all the women, which realistically they're all not. I mean, we wouldn't be here if they all were, right? But
Mm. I mean, to me, you got up.
obviously not. No, no, no. I think that it's the flip side of the coin of promoting the closet. Well,
Well,
you
to
got
me,
the
another
active.
thing.
Yeah, my
Oh,
bad,
go on.
bro. Go ahead.
Go
I'm
on,
sorry.
well, another thing I look at it is to add on the kind of what you were saying is I think, man, it's a narrative to say only women available are thoughts in that. And also it's to put social pressure on any woman that isn't a thought that this is what you have to be, that this is what men are looking for, and this is the only option. Because how can you put high value? It's kind of like, I don't know if Pars might be younger, but I think they played a pretty woman role. The only way you could be a high value man is to have a whore and a prostitute near you. Because that whole movie, Pretty Woman, what was it about? He wifed up a hooker or something. And I think it's also it benefits the system and how they want women to be whores where they can't even build a relationship. You know what I'm saying? If every chick's trying to be maked up, damn near half naked, how can they ever build anything based on stability? Like, you know what I mean? Like, all these channels are built on, yo, man, if she's not a thought, think about it. Like, Pars was saying earlier is that, yo, think about it. If a chick you like, you wouldn't be upset if you ain't sleep with her the first night. Y'all built a relationship. Y'all talked, y'all hugged, y'all kissed, whatever it is. They don't know. They deem that failure now. That you establishing or even trying to build a relationship
See,
is wrong. You know what I'm saying? I
and
don't know
this, yeah,
your thoughts on that, the
and
pretty woman thing. Yeah.
and do you not see how that's not an example of promoting the dark
Oh,
side, well, the wild side? Do you not see
I
how
see
that's
it.
not like
Oh, go
subtle
on, man.
promotion of that?
Yeah.
Where they're like push the narrative where it's like, well, this is all that's out there. So if you don't
Mhm.
want that, then just give up and just come on out here to the woods and let us watch your body language and all that other dumb shit. Like, man, hell
You ain't
no.
wrong. You ain't wrong. I got the clip, but you know what I mean, where
Yeah, I mean,
Myron
I,
knows,
no, no,
I
no. Yeah,
won't play
that's
it.
the real. No, no,
I'll
man,
go.
that's the real intent, man. That's
Oh,
I think that's the real intent of that type of content, that type of messaging is to
well,
take guys that maybe need like guidance or like a helping hand, somebody that has more experience to be like, hey man, this is what you're doing wrong. Help a
mm,
person out and stuff.
mm,
Take those guys in that state, in that condition, and be like, well, you know what, like, there's no hope. It's over. Just basically come on over to the closet with us, and
uh,
we'll have you. Yeah,
I mean, yo,
yeah,
he ain't lying, cause yo, I seen it done. They try to make you
yeah.
disgusted with women, man. They bring
I've seen
the
it.
worst
Yeah,
of
I've
the
seen them
worst,
try
bro.
to do it, and I'm like, bro,
Uh,
like I've seen them try to do it numerous times, and it's like, man, like just basic intelligence and thinking skills. Like, I mean, what they're saying is fragile. Like, it doesn't hold weight in reality or anything. It only holds weight based on people being under delusion.
they
And
try to condition you, man. Well, Pars is younger.
yeah,
Like, Pars, have you seen it where a lot of guys are trying to force thoughts on you as the only option? Have you seen it? You being a younger guy.
Hmm. You mean like there's no woman worth getting to know, that kind of thing? Like they're
Yeah,
all
no,
just
like they say,
closed
there's
off?
no wholesome woman. Like, all they point you towards is, yo, all thoughts, thoughts, thoughts. That's all that's left. You know what I mean? That's all that exists is thoughts. You know what I mean? Have you been pressured to view the women available as that's all that's available?
Hmm.
Is straight up hold 'em, you know?
I wouldn't say pressured, but yeah, I've seen that narrative a lot.
Mm,
But I would say this is that remember that one picture I showed you of the WCW thing, like the
Mm,
screenshot with like that nerdy looking chick.
word, a
I,
wholesome
I
one.
yeah, I would say that kind of has like kind of died off. That kind of like that nerdy like can't really explain it. Just that nerdy wholesome type of chick. You know what I mean? That
Well, I
kind.
mean,
Well, I mean here. I'm talking about here. When I say that, I'm not saying like
uh,
worldwide, but here,
uh,
yeah, that I would say that's kind of
uh,
not that they say like died out, but like there's only like a couple of them left. You know what I mean?
well, I mean, they won't let them. I mean, it goes back to what JP's saying, because to me, I look at it from a. This is why I say the Casper pill and going full time. Where well, you're not ideal. Is that look at it from a business standpoint? Is that yo, it helps all these makeup companies. You know, it helps all these fashion companies. That this is why I say the red pill is it's a full blown scam now. Is that YouTube don't block it. It's beneficial. So these guys tell women, yo, a high value man, you gotta look a certain way. They want hoes around them, and they tell them, their whole narrative is pushed around making a woman a consumeristic product. It benefits them. And if you look at YouTube now, yo, how many men are pushing this same story, man? You know what I mean? And it's old and it's dead. And it's a product. Like I look at the red pill like I look at a McDonald's commercial. You know what I'm saying? It's a fast food. It ain't healthy. It ain't bringing you nothing good. Just a bunch of men selling you outdated stuff and consumerizing women to where, yo, your whole stream is nothing but whores, man. Yet you want to keep bitching about you want to bring back male authority. Everything you cover, like I know channels with over 100,000 subs. Not one video did they interview one woman that's a homemaker cooking, or she's a gardener with a husband or successful thing. Nothing. Their whole thing is built around keeping men encircled in a constant traumatic experience of, yo, that's all that's left, man. You know what I mean? All that OnlyFans. You know what I mean? Every chick in the world is in OnlyFans. You know what I mean? All of them is hold out. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You breathe, but they're like JP's saying, but they'll present the men as they're clean, they're trustworthy. We all around each other. You could be nice, you could be open to me, you could be kind, because yo,
Yeah.
they're preying on men, bro. It's
No,
a
no, no.
prey.
I mean, hold. Like, it's deeper than that. Hold the truth. I mean,
Well,
it's not only just preying on the guys. I mean,
mm,
you got the guy content creators that prey on the men, but you
mm,
got the women content creators that basically prey on the women out there, telling them like the similar message, but it's tailored to like a woman centered perspective, even though it's the same,
mm,
doom and gloom message, or the same ain't shit message. I mean, which is
mm,
basically two flavors of uh, there's no point in trying to care for another person. I mean, it's all geared towards uh, conditioning people to have a uh, dehumanized perspective of other people because
mm. Oh,
like look, let's be honest. I mean, a lot of truth requires you to have a world view that encompasses empathy and compassion for others and stuff. And understanding that okay, you don't know where other people are coming from,
mm,
and you never know what you would have done if you was in their shoes and stuff. That's
mm,
where the truth exists and stuff. But the thing with these grifts, I mean, whether it's the men doing the grift, you know, trying to get other men into the closet, or you got women doing the grift, trying to get other women and young ladies into the closet, into their
right, right.
closet, or
Uh,
that
uh,
stuff.
well, I
But
mean, a lot
it's
of you bring up some, bro, is that a lot of, the guys are preying on, like I tell guys, when you don't have a father, man, the first rule your father would teach you is, yo, if that man ain't an uncle or another man I approve of, you do not talk to him. You keep your wall up, man. You keep them walls, them walls around you should be built out of straight adamantium. You don't trust no strange man you don't know unless it has to do with business or your job. Like, if y'all doing something that you know what I mean, that's work related, all right, cool. But the manosphere preys on men that don't have a father. They prey on you, be it money or like you saw with the MLD thing. They want you to meet them overseas or in a all male event, and you're like, well, what are y'all doing? Y'all shopping or something? Y'all bringing all these men together to see which one y'all want to buy? Come on, man. And like
Yeah,
JP
man.
said with the women, JP said with the
Yeah.
women is that a lot of the older women, when a woman is born in a household where she don't have a father around or a stable mother, she don't know that older women or more used up women, the way they beat up and win against a younger woman is to convince her to, you know what I'm saying, over sexualize herself or, you know, follow on the same path. You don't have competition when it's guaranteed it's going to be another failure. You know what I'm saying? So you'll tell a younger woman to hold herself out, to devalue herself. So an older woman has a chance, or at least the older woman won't be alone. Like women, when it comes to their narrative, is they see when they're alone, like it's kind of like the women voting. A lot of women voting on pars, man. All right, word. I'll at you, bro. Peace out, man. A lot of the women, I look at it, they're in a loop. When they're young, they tell them the world's yours, and you know some of this might sound a little red pillish, but they tell them you're free and move around and jump up and down on every, you know, open every pickle jar you can find. You know what I'm saying? Then they get old, and if they're not with a man, now these women become more conservative, and they vote for more laws that constrain the younger women. You know what I'm saying? That way they can compete a little better, or at least feel better
Yeah.
about themselves
Yeah,
being
but
alone.
hold,
Yeah,
like,
go on.
do you see the mistake or the error in that worldview
Hmm.
of putting sex first before, the people and or the person and stuff? I mean, think about it. Think about how many people have gotten themselves into circumstances, putting sex first instead of, a person's character or, because, I mean, even if you do want like a long term situation with somebody, I mean, fucking them, it's gonna get old. I mean, you're gonna get used to looking at them. You know, I mean, what you thought looked amazing and great when you first saw them, I mean, it's gonna lose its luster and appeal the more time you spend around the person. I mean, that's just human nature. That
Oh,
applies to both men and women. The tendency
oh,
to, adapt to certain things, right? I mean,
mm,
so
oh,
now, so now you take like one of the most superficial aspects of human existence, and then you put that into the forefront of, okay, this should be the main thing that you pursue,
mm,
and then like you present it in a way. I mean, it's obviously extremely inconsistent when you really think about it from a logical perspective, right? You take the most unstable aspect of human existence,
mm,
the sexual nature, or like the stability of the sexual nature and stuff,
oh,
in terms of, finding one person attractive at the same rate. I mean, which doesn't exist. You take that part of human existence and you make that like the main foundation of of how people should come together in relationship. And of course, it's going to be a shit show. It's going to be a clusterfuck. I mean, what did you
oh,
expect? I mean,
oh,
you didn't take things like habit, routine,
mm,
mentality, character. I mean, you didn't see if you was attracted to those things first. I mean, you just went straight for like the face and the body, the outfit,
oh,
or from a woman's perspective, the the height, the jawline,
yeah, yeah.
the hunter eye. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
okay, you got to go for the hunter eyes, and all that closet shit.
Well, I mean,
Like,
one thing you brought up, man, and a lot of people don't get what they're doing is they're conditioning us to have no mind or stability because, dude, I mean, if you're looking for a woman's, you know, sexual body, you don't need to think to have sex. Like, you know, what thought needs to happen when something like, okay, she looks a certain way, I want to hit that. What
Look,
thought
yeah,
process goes
that's
into
a
that?
yeah, that's a thought.
Yeah. No.
That's a
I'm saying, no.
thought.
I'm saying, like, bro, if a woman was naked in front of you or whatever, like, there's, you're not, you know what I mean? You can't
Look, man, like,
talk to a
bro, like,
vagina and build a
dude,
relationship
like,
with it.
yeah,
You know what I
bro,
mean?
like, thoughts move at the speed of light. You're gonna have a thought right
Mm,
before that blood starts moving a certain way. Once you see
mm,
that, like, it takes a thought to process. It takes thoughts to process stimuli. I
mm.
mean, in order
Uh,
you have to you have to create thoughts in order to understand the stimuli that you're receiving from your environment in the first place. So
mm,
now you might not be aware of the
mm,
fact that you're creating thoughts and judgments and stuff. That's why they call that part the subconscious mind,
mm.
because that part of how the mind works is not usually
Conscious.
it's not usually it's not usually what detectable by the average person's sphere of awareness and stuff.
Mm,
This is why things this is one of the real reasons why things like pain and suffering and evil and all that shit exist in the world today,
mm.
because of people's ignorance of how they're thinking, why they're thinking it, and basically just human error.
Uh,
Sometimes people have a consequence that they intend to happen, and the choices they make don't always bring that desired outcome and stuff. That's
uh,
just all there is to it.
uh. Well, I mean, the way I look at, like, what you said to me, you're right, is that all I'm saying is when it come to like you don't need to think as much with a vagina and the body. You know what I mean? The you're not gonna build a long-term housing and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what thoughts go into the vagina? You know what I'm saying? What thoughts go into the sex beyond that sexual release and all that? And they want to
Yeah, like,
build a society on that, and that's why
yeah,
relationships are unstable now. Because it's never built on. Because think about it, we got a whole narrative being pushed that you, JP, or me, if I was to go online and chop it up with some of the homies, like, yeah, man, we went out, we talked, we're getting along, we hugged and whatever, kissed her, and I walked her home, and she kissed, and I went mile, and she called me to check if I got home, and it was done. Then I'm gonna meet her, later on. We building something. That's seen as, yo,
yeah,
man,
like,
she ain't fuck you. She fucked 5 dudes before. The whole messaging is built on, yo, man, stability is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Stability is
right.
wrong. Instability is just, and you failed. You failed because you're not in an unstable situation. You know what I'm saying? You
And,
didn't,
and you and you
JP,
know
you
what's
didn't
even
sleep
worse
with her.
about that? Yeah, you
Yeah.
know what's even worse about that? The same people that will say that stability is wrong will
Mm.
then try to turn around and move this goalpost. Like, okay, well, now where's your stable relationship? Like, wait a
Uh,
minute, man, you wasn't preaching that shit. Wait a minute, you know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute, man. Like, wait, man, you can't eat the cake and have it too. Like, once you eat that piece, it's gone. Like, you got to bake a whole nother cake and stuff, man. You can't. No, it's like, well, we're men, and well, and then, like, they proceed to list off every other characteristic except the one characteristic that makes a man in the first place, and that is thinking skills. That's what makes any person a man, regardless of origin. Thinking skills. No, not being violent. That doesn't make you a man. Not being a brute or savage. That doesn't make you a man. Not being a thief. Dogs and cats can do that. That doesn't make you a man. But your ability to think and be aware and understand the world you live in. And
uh,
it's like everything that they push manhood to be is centered around every other quality but the main ones that make a man a man. So
well, I mean, they wanna. keep us like animals, man. The fact that it's all sexualized, man. The whole narrative, the very red pillars that are saying we're pushing family and togetherness and all this crap, they're the first ones to tell you, man, if you ain't whore out the woman you're with, you're not successful. You know what I'm saying? It goes back to what you said about you can't have what you said. I always forget that saying. You said the cake tour.
No, I said no. Like the original saying is, you can't eat the cake and have it too. In that sequence, right? Now, a lot of people tend to say it backwards, but but when you say it that way, it doesn't make sense. I mean, if you have the cake, you can eat it anytime you want to. But once you eat that piece of cake, you can't have that piece of cake again. You got to get another piece, a totally different slice. That's why I said it that way,
Wow.
right?
Man, well, that's what they're pushing. Because to me, the red.
Yo, you good?
Dang, man. My bad, JP, man. Something happened with the phone, man, where it just my internet just went off for no damn reason. But yeah, I mean, hey, man, it was an honor speaking to you about it. You know, what I mean, it'd be funny how StreamYard. I remember a stream got struck, man. A stream got struck once. They shut it down, and you know, for some reason, the internet on the phone just went off. But yeah, I mean, to me, JP was dropping a lot of facts, man. You know, we've been talking about this on and off in the manosphere. You know, on and off for a while. You know what I'm saying? Is that a lot of this stuff, man? It's about. Oh, you here? Oh, yeah. Give me a second. Let me see. I don't see you on the guest thing. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let's see if I can get you back in. But in fact, give me a minute because I'll be right back. I gotta go pick up something quick. So I'll be right back. Let me put this on break. I'll be right back after these messages. You know what I'm saying? I gotta pick up something. Yep, we'll be right Yeah, JP, I'll be right back, man. You know what I mean?
Okay then. Okay
Yeah,
then. That's cool. That's cool, bro.
be right back, brother. Give me a minute. But you know, feel free, man. Say what you guys say. I'll be right back in a few. All right, man.
No, man. I'll wait on it, man. I'll wait
All
on it.
right, brother. All right, brother.
Yeah, well, we back, man. Had to pick up something. Had to pick up something quick. But yeah, me, hopefully, yeah, JP wants to come back. It's all good. But basically, to me, man, what JP was dropping is, it's 100% accurate, man. You know what I'm saying? What they're doing is, and I've been saying this for years, man. They use the red pill to find men that are desperate, in need of a male relationship, and then they eventually will push you away from the women. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been saying this since I've been on the manospheres, that a lot of them are operating with an open prison policy. Open prison policy is that you can't get women, you know what I'm saying? So whatever you do with men, you know what I'm saying? It's not that you're gay or in the closet, you know what I'm saying? Rainbow riding. You just can't get women. So because you can't get women, what you're doing now doesn't count. That's what they utilize in the red pill. That's why you got Myron Gaines right here. Where's that video of Myron Gaines? Where is it? I can't.
I was talking to this guy on their team, smart guy. He's homosexual, and he was saying, because I was like, man, I've theorized that if you take the average net worth of a heterosexual guy versus the average net worth of a homosexual guy, guaranteed the net worth of a homosexual guy is higher. And he was like, no, that's actually true.
Why would that be?
Well, because they don't deal with women. So think about this. They can just get on Grindr.
But don't they? Okay. I don't understand.
Oh, see where I'm going here?
Yeah.
So they can just get on Grindr, get what the hell they need done, and then go right back to work, and then keep.
It's more transactional.
It's quicker, more transactional, and then also when two men deal with each other,
less effort.
It's less effort, and then they're spending, they're splitting everything down the middle. And I thought to myself,
you know what I'm saying? That's why you have a guy like Myron Gaines and them pushing this narrative so freely, because the goal is to closet recruit men anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the big narratives of that whole space, is showcase nothing but the worst of women and have the men demonize women to spend more time with men. You know what I'm saying? That's how the process works. You know what I'm saying? That's how the process works when it comes to hunting straight men in these spaces. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to JP, man. Shout out to Pars, man. Much respect for them being on. But to get back on 2024, before I wrap up the stream, is that 2024, man, is going to be a big year. It's going to be a huge year, 2024, because if you look at 2023 was really the first year where we moved away from COVID-19. It was the first year where we got to live and say, you know what, I'm not worried about a COVID-19 pandemic. I'm not worried about being locked up in my house or any of that. You know what I'm saying? So 2023 was really the first year of us being lockdown free, COVID-19 free. But at the same time, a lot happened in 2023. I mean, look at how the year is closing out with 2023. Jonathan Majors is I think he's going to go to jail. He was found guilty. You know what I'm saying? You got the P. Diddy accusations that popped up. You know what I'm saying? You got Tory Lanez went to jail. He's been in jail, whatever. So the relationship between men and women you know what I'm saying, in the news, entertainment media, it hasn't healed. You know what I'm saying? There hasn't been. I mean, you saw the law change with the legal parameters when it comes to baby. Let me change the word to what would be a good word? I guess it's baby deleting. The law on baby deleting changed, whatever. But the new laws that are coming up, 2024. What's coming up in 2024? We're going to see a mass expansion of what I think is becoming a norm, and you're gonna see the pink pill, because the pink pill is already on top. You got young men calling each other sexist, calling each other misogynist, trying to call you whatever. You're even other men are checking you now. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Logan Paul, who's your United States champion. You know what I'm saying, in wrestling. You know what I'm saying? And Twitter blacked out on him. I think 2024, we're really gonna see the pink pill in the mainstream. Because if you look at most of the movies we watch right now, it's the movies they're promoting is a 112-pound woman beating up men. Then the movies we see with men as the heroes that are so-called the action stars, they're usually built like a Starbucks barista. You know what I'm saying? They're thin, out of shape, weak. So the promotion and marketing of men is the image of weakness and vulnerability. You know what I'm saying? So I think 2024, you're going to truly see the pink pill. Now we're fully removed from Conan 19. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cuck celebrities have promoted themselves. I think 2024, you're going to really see the uprising and promotion of the pink-pilled man. It's going to be all over. And then you're going to see a lot of, you're going to see a lot of gray pillars that are still claiming the red pill. Because, I'm one of the only guys, and some people I talk to that will openly say, the gray pill exists. You know what I'm saying? And now you see it all over the internet with a lot of so-called red pillars spewing out black pill information. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about looks and in the society in general. You know what I'm saying? The society in general, a lot of people are, quote unquote, saying they're gonna drop some black pills and so on. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, a lot of people get it mistaken. A lot of people think, well, if the black pill goes mainstream, it's gonna be the black pill. You know what I'm saying? That for the black pill to be mainstream, it has to be whole. You know what I'm saying? It has to be whole, and for the black pill to be mainstream. You know what I'm saying? Most don't want to accept that the gray pill is what's happening. There's a lot of red pill guys, and it's been proven. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I was on, Smash TV, earlier on, you know what I'm saying? When we were on there was a lot of red pillars dropping black pills. They would come there and say, you know what, I agree with some of your black pills and this and that. So what happens when a red pillar drops the black pill? You know what I'm saying? That means that person is no longer ignorant to the existence of the black pill. So if a red pillar is no longer ignorant to the black pill, you know what I'm saying? That means they're not red pilled anymore. They can't be red pilled. You can't be a red pillar dropping black pills. You can't. That would make you gray pilled, man. The gray pill is when a red pillar is introduced to the black pill, and actually agrees with some of it, agrees with enough of it, and understands it to know that he's spewing black pills. You know what I'm saying? But he's not willing to abandon his idealism. He's not willing to abandon his idealism. You know what I'm saying? His idealism that makes some what they call that word, that makes some red pill. You know what I mean? Let me see, who is that, man? What the hell is Ripper Goalpost doing here? This guy is driving around. Yo, Ripper Goalpost, man. You know what I'm saying? How many days you spend wondering about another man named Eric July, man? You know what I'm saying? You know, some people might not know this guy, but this is a guy who stalks another man and promotes him and rides him every day. You know what I mean? You got no ammo for me, man. You know what I'm saying? But to get back to it is this, man. The red pillars are being you know what I'm saying? They're being informed of the black pill. And what's happened now is that the black pill has gone mainstream. But the problem with the black pill is that it's not in a form, it's not where it can actually benefit people and be extremely marketable to the mainstream. You know what I'm saying? So when it can't be, you know, as marketable to the mainstream and sold to them, you will have the gray pill, man. You know what I'm saying? You will have the gray pill, you know what I'm saying? The gray pill taking over. You know, so what's happened is a lot of black pillars were calculating that, you know, the black pill would go mainstream like the red pill did. You know what I'm saying? Where a lot of people are speaking about the red pill, claiming it, openly talking about it, and saying, you know, they're black pill. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people were assuming that when the black pill goes mainstream, it would go mainstream, such as the red pill. You know what I'm saying? Such as the red pill, and would be claimed as aggressively as the red pill was claimed. You know what I'm saying? But most people don't want to understand and, you know, don't want to support the fact that the black pill, if the red pill has for example, if the blue pill comes before the red pill, then if you're a red pillar, you seek out blue pill prospects, you become purple pilled, then the question never was asked until I arrived and said, you know, then what's between the black pill and the red pill? There has to be something between it. And what's happening right now is that the gray pill is the mainstream. You know what I'm saying? The mainstream, I've watched channels drop the black pill. I've watched news channels. I've watched gaming networks with gaming channels on YouTube with over 1 million subs say, let me drop a black pill. Then they return to, well, you know, there's still hope and there's still love and there's still dreams. So the gray pill is what's really going mainstream. And a gray pillar will drop black pills. We've seen it. We've seen it when, you know, I was on Smash TV, way back in 2020, 2021. We've seen it where the red pillars would come. They were so desperate because one thing about the black pill is that it's a completely different and unsaturated situation compared to the red pill. You know what I'm saying? The red pill is oversaturated and every content creator is saying the same thing. So they don't have enough new bodies, new people to hunt and sell their products to. You know what I'm saying? So they got desperate and went on to venture around the black pillars to look for new prey. They were looking, oh man, I hear about these black pillars. They're guys that refuse and
will not accept the red pill. So they see them as new potential customers, new potential people they could market their products to. You know what I'm saying? But what happened to the red pillars is that they never expected what would happen when they ventured into black pill streams. All of a sudden they were exposed to the black pill. They weren't exposed to what is predominantly promoted as the black pill, pessimism and guys living in their basements and guys being without social skills or any ability to speak normal. The red pillars, when they got exposed to the black pill, it changed them. It exposed truths that they would not accept or they never knew about. And what happened to them is that they could no longer just talk from a red pill perspective, and they started dropping black pills. You know what I'm saying? But they dropped black pills that were comfortable, that would still allow them to pursue their idealism, their ideals of, you know, saving America, saving marriage, and bringing back the 1950s. You know what I'm saying? They took whatever they could from the black pill that they could see still benefit them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because if you're, like, for example, a red pill dating coach would just tell you, you know, get in shape, man, get in better shape, you know, get money, get your money right. You know what I'm saying? But now they have black pill knowledge. They would say, well, your looks, you got to start looks maxing. You know, you got to start understanding that your looks might be a barrier of entry. So they're adding the black pill into what they sell as red pillars. And once you add the black pill to the red pill, it's gray. You become a gray pillar, man. And what's happening right now, and, you know, shout out to Scribe for letting me on his stream last night. I was on Scribe's stream about the red pill rage. And what I was telling them is that the red pill rage, in my honest opinion, is dead. The red pill is so mainstream, so many people are following and pursuing this red pill narrative that it's so normal that no one cares. You know what I'm saying? No one cares, so they're not getting a red pill rage anymore. What's happening is a lot of these guys in the red pill are pursuing at the black pill. They're pursuing what's comfortable to them. So they get exposed, and what's really happening is that they're now, I don't think it's a red pill rage. I'm trying to think about the black pill, but I think what's happening is when they get exposed to the black pill now, is that a lot of them are coming out of that perspective gray pill. So a lot of guys, they're not experiencing, in my opinion, the red pill rage anymore, because the red pill is common knowledge. It's not yours. It's your turn. 80-20 rule, high value man, all that garbage. You know what I'm saying? The majority of men already know it. You know what I'm saying? And it's so overexposed. And you see how much and the thing about the red pill is that YouTube supports it now. All these websites are supporting it. You know, guys are still, they're not losing their channels. Of course, guys are changing their lingo, you know what I'm saying, what they say to hide from certain aspects of YouTube. But for the most part, YouTube, and like I like to tell people, is look up Elon Musk. Elon Musk said, take the red pill. Once Elon Musk, a billionaire, the richest man in the world, said, take the red pill, it basically was saying, we know it is not a solution. It has no meaning. It will help us create more consumers, because these red pillars are promoting that they're smarter and more individualistic than they actually are. You know what I'm saying? They're just consumers that think they're smart. But at the end of the day, they're still consumers. You know what I'm saying? So once Elon Musk said embrace the red pill, I mean, Elon Musk is even selling his AI is based and all this stuff.
embrace it because they see it as profitable. It's just a bunch of men that want you to tell them they're smart. They want you to acknowledge they're smart. You know what I'm saying? They're still domesticated in their thinking. You know what I'm saying? They're still here. They're literally, the red pillars are training men to be more, still remain and be consumers. Because the red pill preaches that the domestic location is the world. Once you tell somebody that the world, all the issues of the world, all the opportunities and options are where you are domestically, you've basically created a consumer that their whole ideology, their whole perspective of the world is based on their domestic location, meaning they're not going anywhere. And you know what I'm saying? And YouTube earlier on, YouTube, in all honesty, lost money. They lost money when they deleted a lot of red pillars and MGTOW guys' channels, because all those guys were really preaching and telling the men were to stay here. That, you have to, unless we change this country and save it, there's nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So it basically trained a lot of these men to forever remain in their domestic location. You know what I'm saying? That's what the red pill really does. It trains men to, limit their scope of the world. You know what I'm saying? It trains you to look at the world from a nationalistic perspective, from where, your nation is all you focus on. You know what I'm saying? And then you look at the red pill, and why it's profitable is you look at how it's grown. You know what I'm saying? You look at, you had when MGTOW started, where they got interviewed by CNN. MGTOW's Freedom got interviewed by CNN. You know what I'm saying? And, CNN altered the message and made him look like an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Then the red pill came. The red pill exploded in success, especially with Kevin Samuels. When Kevin Samuels came on, he made the red pill mainstream, the whole manosphere thing, further on the mainstream, because he was tapping into rap and hip hop, the mainstream musical culture. You know what I'm saying? And then he died. He died, and Kevin Samuels died, and legally what changed? What changed with the marital laws? Nothing. Then the red pillars got so desperate. They're so desperate now. You had Andrew Tate show up. You get Andrew Tate to show up, and of course you got Fresh and Fit, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you get Andrew Tate, who's literally, and I predicted the arrival and the success of Andrew Tate when I said the silver pillar exists. A man who lives overseas, who seeks to capitalize on the domestic perspective of the men here. So you get Andrew Tate to show up, where Andrew Tate is telling men they're not respected, the world is punishing men, while Andrew Tate literally lives overseas, where he lives the lifestyle of a man. You know what I mean? So what's going to happen in 2024, whether people want to admit it or not, you know what I'm saying, whether I'm the only guy still speaking about the gray pill, is that 2024, more men will go gray pill than ever before, because the red pill has left a lot of men empty. You know what I'm saying? Because the red pill has a limit to what the ceiling of knowledge, because it's built on idealism. The red pillars, their whole perspective of thinking is built around state-funded, state-approved perspective of what is deemed a man. And what the state deems a man was established, absolutely, completely established with the 1950s with the nuclear family. So a lot of red pillars are oozing and spitting out this 1950s propaganda. You know what I'm saying? And it's not enough. It's not enough. So a lot of people are being exposed and pursuing the black pill. And when they get exposed to the black pill,
And a lot of red pillars are pursuing the black pill because they don't have nothing else to talk about. Like, I've seen channels that literally copy what I'm saying word for word. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about channels with hundreds of thousands of subs. Some channels with even 1 million subs are literally, you know what I'm saying, taking content from my channel, taking content from Smash TV. They're taking content from black pill channels or some channels claiming to be black pilled. You know what I'm saying? So they're taking content because the red pillars, if everyone knows what you're talking about, how do you separate yourself from them? You have to pursue the black pill content. So a lot of red pillars are taking black pills, and they're taking the black pill from where they could still make money and sell their courses. So they go from red pill, where the dating coach will tell you, well, you got to get in the gym, get in shape, and you can get the women to. Now they add the black pill and say, well, because of the way you look, there's some limits where you won't be able to overcome it with your looks. So now you might have to substitute for your looks with your money and, or with your status. You see, they now alter the black pill to still sell their idealism from the red pill. You know what I'm saying? So they're going gray. They're going gray pilled by adding the black pill into their way of thinking, but they live it part-time. It's a part-timer's approach to the black pill. You know what I'm saying? So what happens when a black pill is half black, half red? You get the gray pillar, man. You know what I'm saying? And what's going to happen in 2024, you know what I'm saying? It's already happening. The black pill is mainstreamed already. You see a lot of these so-called red-pilled men or idealistic men dropping black pills, because the black pill is already mainstream. But the problem is that being a black pillar will never be mainstream. Living that lifestyle, and it will never be accepted by the masses. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the homie Dreamstorm was good, man. Word. Hope you had a good holiday, man. Hope you had a good holiday, man. What I see all over the web is red pillars, normies, and women as well, vehemently fighting the black pill like never before. Well, I mean, the thing is this, Dreamstorm, man, they're not fighting it anymore because I would say search, when you get a chance, search the black pill on YouTube. If you search the black pill, you'll see channels that are literally in the millions. You'll see, of course, Destiny's channel. You'll see a lot of channels with over 100,000 subs that operate outside of the manosphere that are so-called dropping black pills. I would say search drop a black pill and you'll see a lot of channels. As for the women, to me, the narrative, women to me are no longer, the battle of the sexes is done. You know what I'm saying? The lines have been drawn, and I don't think women are fighting for men or fighting against men anymore anyway, because the red pill has gone mainstream. And like I told a lot of guys with the Simp Hunter videos I made, a lot of women have already adapted the male talking points because they know what they are. The women are far more aware of the scam of the red pill to begin with, because the women have learned that they can jump on this thing and make some money and profit off of it. If the women can profit off this so-called red pill and this male movement, then it's a scam. You know what I'm saying? They know it's nothing more than talk. If the laws aren't changing, if you legally have no power to change anything legally, then it's all talk. And one thing I'll give respect to the women about is they will openly admit that this whole manosphere, this whole red pill, all these talking points are just all talk and nothing's coming of it. You know what I'm saying? Even if the men aren't dating or aren't reacting a certain way, it doesn't change the advantages. You know what I'm saying? If you watch that movie Red Pill, which was filmed by a woman, the movie Red Pill was filmed by a woman, and she showed all these men marching for fathers' rights and all that BS. You know, men trying to play the role of vulnerable. We men aren't being respected and we're not getting enough love for our kids. That doesn't matter, man. Men don't play by the rule of, feeling down and supporting all these crybaby movements. Men play by the law of money. Money in the law of, what you're going to do legally. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the women that, I wouldn't even say the women infiltrated the red pill. They just walked in. There was no infiltration. They just opened the door and started saying, yes, you men are right. You know, we should be in the kitchen and we should love you and care for you. And you see these men just shaking their heads like some fucking bobbleheads. Oh, she agrees with me. She supports me. Yo, the law hasn't changed, man. Until the law changes, none of these talking points mean a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? That's why, what's her name? Just Pearly Things. Just Pearly Things is one of the most influential people within the red pill community. You know what I'm saying? Just Pearly Things. You know what I mean? That shows you how pathetic it is, man. And, a woman can't be red pilled. You know, the way I look at the philosophy, all these pills reflect around a man's mind and how a man thinks and how these men affect the world. You know what I'm saying? But a woman could be red pill aware. She could be aware of it. A lot of women are aware of the red pill, and a lot of women have realized that it is not a threat. It's not a threat at all. You know what I'm saying? In all honesty, it actually helps women. Because all the red pill is doing is it's reinforcing the women. Well, if you can play this role, you know what I'm saying? If you can play this role, you can access this man. You can access him. The men are smarter now. The men will not just fall for, kisses and your body. No, you need to play a role now. You need to role play with these men. You know what I'm saying? You need to role play that you care about this man's talking points and freedom and the nuclear family. I mean, look at what was her name? She was on Fox News when she said all men are trash. All men are trash. I forget her name, that blonde chick. You know what I'm saying? That skinny chick that used to be on Fox News when she said all men are trash. I made a video covering that video. And you know what I'm saying? All men are trash, and she's right. She's correct. You know what I'm saying? She is correct. And other channels will say, well, hold the truth hostage. Are you a feminist supporter? No. She's correct. When all men are just looking at behavior, they're looking at a woman playing a certain role, and they're not looking at the law. They're not looking at what's legally bound by paperwork. That man is trash. You know what I'm saying? So I forget her name, that blonde chick that was on Fox News. I forget her name. But she made a video saying all men are trash. You know what I'm saying? Then she made a video apologizing a couple months later and all this crap. Because that's how easily manipulated the men are. You know what I mean? When you got women in the, like right now, I forget her name, some rebel army or some chick with mad tats speaks on behalf of men. You know what I mean? The red pill is dead, man. It's once it's gone mainstream to where the whole normies, like right now, to be a red pillar is to be a normie. This is what a lot of men in the manosphere won't talk about. They won't openly say it. If you're a red pillar, you're a normie. You're a normie. Yeah. Her name is Roma Army, whatever her name is. There's another chick that's speaking on behalf of men. You know what I mean? The women have mastered. You know, a lot of men don't want to give women their credit, man. The women know how to live off of men and you know what I'm saying, benefit off of men. So why wouldn't women be benefiting off the red pill? You know what I'm saying? Women have always been wherever a man is succeeding, a woman is succeeding. You know what I'm saying? If the women are the gatherers and we're the hunters and all that stuff, then the women are used to succeeding and living off the men. It's natural. I don't blame Roma Army. You know what I'm saying? Roma Army's doing the natural thing. Look at all these men, you know what I'm saying, with resources, and they're spewing all this red pill BS. Let me get in on this. Let me get some resources. There's a lot of resources there. So she joined. I don't blame Roma Army. She's doing a natural thing, man. She's gonna benefit off these men. It's natural. You know what I'm saying? So the red pill, you got all these men being represented by some women here and there. And the thing is this, man, to be a red pillar, and I repeat, is to be a normie. You know what I'm saying? The red pill, like I've been saying this for over a year, the lesser pillar community. You know what I'm saying? If you're not black pilled, you know what I'm saying? You're not on this Casper pill. You're not gray pilled. You know what I mean? You're part of the lesser pillar community. Because if you're not close to the black pill in some shape or form, you know what I'm saying? You're a normie. You know what I'm saying? Hey, she's got an army of simps. Yeah, of course. Because to me, the women are honest, man. A lot of men in the manosphere don't want to say what I'm saying, man. But you know, this happens when you a full-time ghost. I don't care, man. I'm not looking to be you know what I'm saying, validated by these other men. I'm not looking to be attached to the system at all. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't exist as an option to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'll tell it like it is. The women, the truth is this, the women are they're the most honest. They're honest about it. They're openly telling you these men, they're calling these men's bluffs out. You know what I'm saying? The majority of men in the red pill, it's a bluff. It's a bluff, man. The women know it's all talk. You know what I'm saying? You got a bunch of men talking about this idealism and that. Yo, you don't have $1 trillion in your bank account. If you don't got $1 trillion, you don't have a military, you don't have a country, you're not going to change anything. You know what I'm saying? America, you know, God bless America. Much love to America. You know what I mean? Land of dreams and success. It's a blessing to be in America. It's a gift. But what are you going to tell the most powerful country in the world? You know what I'm saying? You as a man in the most powerful country in the world, you're going to change it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to change it how? How? There's no men. Ask a red pillar, man. How are you going to change this? No, in fact, don't ask them how. Ask them, do you have the resources to change anything? Start off with the resources. You know what I'm saying? If you start off with the resources, you expose that the red pill is nothing more than a scam. You know what I mean? I still have this image right here, man. It was part of a stream I did over 2 years ago, RIP Red Pill. You know what I'm saying? The red pill right now is a zombie. It's the Walking Dead. That's what the red pill is, man. It's, you know, and it's a normie thing. Do I take advice from normies? What can a normie tell me, man? What can a normie educate me on? You know what I'm saying? Nothing. You know what I mean? They can educate me on the basics, the government. They can teach me about things I don't know on a basic level, taxes, give me direction, technology, knowledge, and all that. But when it comes to dealing and moving in society, the normie can't teach me a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? The red pill now is the normie. You know what I'm saying? And what is the goal of a red pillar? To become a purple pilled guy. They seek to be a Tom Brady, still masculine, lead a family. The red pillar's goal is to be a purple pillar. It's to become a man in a long-term relationship. You know what I'm saying? The red pillar's goal is to be a normie. You know what I'm saying? But a smart normie. You gotta look at a red pillar like he's a normie, but he thinks he's smart. You know what I mean? He thinks he's smart. Look at this guy. He's talking about your turn, 80-20 rule, and you know what I'm saying? He's talking about all this idealism, patriarchy. He's talking, he really thinks he's smart. You know what I'm saying? He really thinks he knows something. You know what I'm saying? That's what the red pillar is. It's a guy who thinks he knows something. He doesn't know shit, man. All his thoughts, a red pillar will tell you, I'm a free man. I'm speaking from freedom, independence. Dude, no, you're not. You're literally promoting 1950s American propaganda. Nothing you're saying is of freedom. You're literally promoting politics and policies from the 1950s. You're literally promoting political propaganda. Well, the happiest a man can be is in a nuclear family where his children are vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Where his wife and children are vulnerable. I'm gonna drop you know what I'm saying? I know this is a full-time ghosting channel, but I'm a philosopher. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man who's on some Thanos. I'm trying, my goal, and I've neared it. My goal is to be aware and master all the pills. You know what I'm saying? Know all of it. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna drop a major black pill right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna drop a black pill on you right now, man. You know what I'm saying? The nuclear family, and I've spoken about this for years. The nuclear family is nothing more than a man making it easier for his family to be subservient to the political and corporate propaganda. You know what I'm saying? To cut off, and here's the major black pill, because I almost forgot it. Man. Here's the major black pill you need to understand is that how can, you know what I'm saying? And this might break your brain right here. This might destroy the fabric of your mind, what you're about to hear. You know what I'm saying? I have fun with this. I warn people, if you don't want to change your life right now, if you don't want your mind to be melted, you could leave this stream right now. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you a good 5 seconds to leave. Let me do the Jeopardy. Boom, boom, boom. Now I'm about to drop the black pill on you. Why the nuclear family is literally destruction. It's literally a man committing to the destruction of having a family. Literally turning a family into a death trap. The nuclear family, and here's why the nuclear family has been a failure since it started. And what you're about to hear now might shock you and scare you. Well, warning, what you're about to hear right now might alter the way you think. Let me ask you this, and this is the black pill I'm dropping, and it's a question and an answer at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So you're in a nuclear family, right? how can your wife, you're in a nuclear family, how can your wife be with you forever when there is no example of your grandparents? There's no example of your grandparents. There's no example of your extended family. So how can your wife be with you till death do us part when there is no example of that? This is what the extended family provided, your grandparents. You know what I'm saying? Your grandparents were an example of the next step. You know what I'm saying? A relationship with your significant other in the elderly state. You know what I'm saying? The elderly state. Then your extended family was an example of the longevity of your family. A lot of guys think, well, you know, I got married to my wife. Okay, you got married. What is the end game? What is the end game of this besides this short term? Because when you got married, the example you both bring together is the example of being together within your youth. So let's say about age, let's say you get married, let's say 20 to about 40. That's the example, that's the window of togetherness that the average couple right now has. So how can you be upset that now you're 40? Let's say you and your wife have been together since you were like 25. Now you're about to reach elder age. So let's say you're about to reach 50 and she divorces you. She divorces you once that window or the relationship gets destroyed, once that window of the elderly state arrives. Because, you know what I'm saying? Why not? Why would she be wrong for divorcing when there is no example of value? There's no example of a continuation. You know what I'm saying? There's no example. The nuclear family does not, think of the image of the nuclear family. It's mom and dad and their children in a house. So what happens when that is no longer an option? And yo, JP, what's good, man? What, you know what I mean? The line is still open, JP, no problem. You know what I mean? What happens when that is no longer an option? So you fulfilled your goal. Y'all were a nuclear family, so your children, y'all raised them. You know what I'm saying? What happens when your children grow up? Now you have to be grandparents. The nuclear family does not cover the extended family. It does not cover the grandparent state. The nuclear family is a means to an end. Once you've passed the point of a nuclear family, so that means once your children are about 18, let's say about 18 years old, you know what I'm saying? Your wife can no longer bear children and blah, blah, blah. You can no longer participate in the nuclear family. You know what I'm saying? You can no longer be a part of that. So the relationship ends. The extended family is the example of longevity. You know what I'm saying? First, y'all were, okay, you had your kids. You can't have kids no more. You're grandparents now. You're grandparents. You know what I'm saying? Now, as grandparents, you have to be grandparents to your children's children. This is why the nuclear family is a means to an end, because it literally is void of the extended family. It's void of the example that is required for the relationship to end till death do us part. Till death do us part is the extended family. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be with your wife to be grandparents, great grandparents if you live that long. That's what the extended family provides. The image of longevity. You're going to be a great uncle. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be a great uncle, a grand uncle. I don't know what they call uncles a grand uncle or great uncle, whatever. That's what the extended family does. The extended family is all about ever extending the family. The nuclear family, on the other end, it has an end. It ends. Once you can't be mom and dad anymore, what is there left? What is there left? Your role is over. So it has to end. The relationship between you and your wife has to end because the nuclear family is void of extended family, void of extended. This is why the red pill is nothing more than 1950s political propaganda. You know what I'm saying? The nuclear family was never a healthy option to begin with. What man would take pride in limiting access to his entire family? You know what I'm saying? What man would say, you know what, the best option for me is to live in a house with my wife and kids, and we struggle or we never really interact with our extended family? You know what I'm saying? That's what the nuclear family is. The nuclear family is a means to an end. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what it has always been. And you got all these red pillars dying on this hill, man. Dying on this hill. Oh, yeah, word. Oh, man, I'm happy, man. Yo, good, man. They're probably doing a, you know what I mean, end of the year stream. They're doing their thing, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, to me, other guys get jealous and all that. I'm not, man, because even if you're live and another person's channel's live, when the stream ends, people can watch it over. You know what I'm saying? People can watch it over. Glad they're doing their thing, man. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is this, man. This is the ultimate. This is the black pill. You know what I'm saying? Is that what black, you know, this is the black pill, is that the nuclear family is a means to an end. That's what it is. And what did the nuclear family lead to? The single parent household. You know what I'm saying? Notice the single parent household. And what does the single parent household lead to? California is trying to pass a bill where they can come and take your children. They can come take your children if you do not support your kids identifying as a gender in the household. You know what I'm saying? This is the weakness that the nuclear family led to. The nuclear family, the whole goal of the government and the corporations was, if we can get them to accept the nuclear family, we can easily, it won't be as much of a struggle to get them to become the single parent household. The single parent household. And if we can get them to find pride in the nuclear family, then we can get them to find pride in the single parent household. We can tell them that mom is doing the job of mom and dad. Dad is doing the job of dad and mom, when in reality, that's insane. A dad cannot play the role of mom, and a mom cannot play the role of dad. But guess what? This is the mainstream narrative now. You openly have a whole talking point of the mainstream saying, well, I'm not just mom, I'm dad. I'm not just dad, I'm mom. And you're like, you're insane. You know what I'm saying? You're insane. What about that? Well, you know what I mean? What kind of man will stand up and say, well, I play the role of dad and mom? You're like, dude, you need to be locked up in an insane asylum. And your children, I don't think it's good for them to have a father saying he plays the role of mom and dad. You know what I'm saying? That's insanity. I don't think that's healthy for your children, to be in a household where you're a grown man saying you play the role of mom. That's insane. You know what I'm saying? But this is the black pill, man. This is why I'm telling guys, You see what I just dropped, the black pill I dropped? You won't hear a gray pillar drop that because it doesn't feed into the idealism. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm telling guys the black pill is already mainstream, but it's from a gray pillar's perspective. The black pill as a whole will never be mainstream. You know what I'm saying? I've had my moments where I've been, you know what I'm saying, kind of up and down about that talking point, but the black pill as a whole, you know what I'm saying? You think you're going to see TV and news anchors say, I'm a black pillar. You know what I'm saying? News, a major YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is this, man. This is the 2024. You know, what I'm about to drop on y'all, 2024, I think, is the year of the three-headed monster, man. The three-headed monster is going to be a three-headed monster of a year. Because 2024, like I said, we're in the pink pill age. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see more feminized men than ever before. You know what I'm saying? Than ever before. So 2024, you know what I'm saying? We're heading towards the three-headed moment. You know, you're going to see mostly, I'd say, the future. It's already started with Logan Paul. You know what I'm saying? I'd take Adam 22 out. Take Adam 22 out because Adam 22 isn't in the mainstream. But look at the Paul brothers. You know what I'm saying? The Paul brothers are the fine example of leading with the pink pill. You know what I'm saying? Logan Paul's fiance, you know what I'm saying? She's had the Million Man March. You know, she's experienced the Million Man March. And he's promoting that. That's my sweetheart. You're the love of my life. You know what I'm saying? Because what I've been telling guys, let me see what the homie Dreamstorm said. They have to filter it and make it gray. Otherwise, it might all fall apart a bit too abruptly. Yeah, bro, you just used the perfect word. They filter it. What happens when you filter the black pill? It's a gray pill. It gets less dark. You know what I'm saying? The black pill is, a lot of guys don't understand. The black pill is void. It is void of idealism. You know what I'm saying? It is void of idealism. You know what I'm saying? It is the void. The black pill is mathematical. You're just here to understand. The black pill is just a pursuit of understanding and logic. That's in math. That's it. There's no idealism. You know what I'm saying? There's no idealism in the black pill, man. That's filtering it out. Why would the pursuit of absolute knowledge be filtered? You know what I'm saying? It would be void of filtering. So the gray pill is the future of the normie, especially since the red pill now is deemed cringe. It's normie talk. You know what I'm saying? What happens when those normies are like, man, oh, you're just another red pillar like me. You can't teach me nothing. Man, I got to find some more. You know what I'm saying? And they go towards the black pill. But the black pill is unlike the red pill, the black pill is surrounded by the gray pills. You got the gray pill and the dark gray pill. You know what I'm saying? Absolute depression. You know what I'm saying? The black pill, it is very hard. It is scarce to find true black pill knowledge and black pill information. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been a part of it. I've seen it.
and I can tell you this, any man's telling you to get plastic surgery, any man telling you to get bone lengthening surgery for you to succeed in this domestic system, that is a dark gray pillar. There is no way a black pillar would tell you to have a successful relationship, you have to get bone lengthening surgery. You got to get plastic surgery. What is black pilled about that when the end result is not guaranteed? The black pill is all about guarantees, man. You know what I'm saying? The black pill is up and, up is up, down is down. That's the black pill. You know what I'm saying? The black pill is mathematical. You know what I'm saying? Tom Brady could not keep his relationship and remain with his wife. So what can you get in plastic surgery, bone lengthening surgery, and all these other BSs? What can that do to maintain anything? So the thing is this, man, 2024, I truly think 2024, the pink pill will shine like never before. We will see, we will see men on their knees, more feminized men than ever before, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been called out in my own neighborhood. Some people told me, "Oh, oh my God, that's sexist," and you're like, "Yo, you know what I mean? We in the urban area, we in the hood, man. Like, what? What is this word? You know what I'm saying?" Let me see what Dream Storm. I really, really get the sense right now that normies are doing everything they can to convince people not to check out and go ghosting with shaming taxes. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to go into you know what I'm saying? This stream's a lot longer than I was planning to, but, I'm going to touch up on ghosting because 2024, man, I think a lot more men, hopefully some men will join me on this, this full-time ghosting content creation. I hope more guys step up and do it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, but the thing is, before I touch up on what 2024 will mean for full-time ghosting, you know what I mean? Let me get into what's coming. I think the pink pill will be more dominant than ever before. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I think polyamorous relationships will skyrocket. You know what I'm saying? I think openly relationships where a chick openly has STDs, it's going to skyrocket. 2024 to 2030, you know what I'm saying? I told guys, 2010s was the pink pill. You know what I'm saying? The pink pill was being established. Me Too's, the feminization. Look at all the action films that came out in the 2010s, the ideal version of a man, your Twilights and, you know what I'm saying? Look at the ideal perspective of a man, and the ideal was the skinny, weak, vulnerable. I mean, look at the movie Dune. Look at the movie Dune. That is a perfect example. You're like, this is the main character? The main character looks soft. He looked weak. You know what I'm saying? He looked like if you throw a rose petal at him, he might pass out. And the main actor, he played a role. He did a closeted role. You know what I mean? Not too long ago. He did a closeted film. He's one of those actors. Well, he's one of those actors that, if I don't play a role in a closet, I'm not an actor. I haven't fully gone into acting if I haven't played a role in the closet. You know what I'm saying? You look at the majority of mainstream actors and your main roles, so-called male figures, even in wrestling. You watch wrestling now, they spit on the dudes that are built like they could wrestle, like they're built like titans. The man who wins the heavyweight champion ain't even a heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? So the pink pill has been built up, and I think in the year 2024, where we're truly the first true year of Conan 19 without it. You know what I'm saying? Without it at all. Because think about it, 2023, you barely remember Conan 19, the Destroyer. And also, I got great news, man. I recently learned that Conan is basically public domain. So that book I'll be writing a book called Conan 19. You know what I'm saying? I will be writing a novel. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, we'll be having a Conan 19 franchise. You know, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna market it as based on a true story. You know what I mean? Because Conan 19, you know, was truly the true barbarian. You know, but the thing is this, bro. 2024, the true first year we're removed from Conan 19. You know, I believe the pink pill will be running rampant. We already have signs of this. Athletes, crime, the ever-growing mental illness, consumerism, the telling men, like I've seen so many commercials for BetterHelp, where they're telling, you know, we men usually don't open up about our emotions and our feelings, you know. We men should be vulnerable and caring. You know what I'm saying? Dude, 2024, full-blown pink pill. Full-blown. You know what I'm saying? Because what a lot of guys don't see what's happening with the Logan Paul thing is that you got to think about the pink pill. What does the pink pill present to a man? You know, the pink pill, in all honesty, it presents the opportunity to love the woman you're with forever. You know what I'm saying? It presents the opportunity to truly love a woman, to truly love no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Because the pink pill, the feminized man is about the expression of love. It's about the expression. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no standards behind it. It's about the expression. So your girl slept with your best friend. You know what I'm saying? You caught them both in bed. You could still love her. What's wrong with that? You could still love your girl after that. You know what I'm saying? So your girl is pregnant by another man. You could still love her. You know what I'm saying? You could still express your love to her. She didn't change. She's still there in your life. So what's the problem? You know what I'm saying? The pink pill presents the true opportunity to love someone no matter what. You look at your Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? This is the age we're in. Because Tom Brady, those guys are dead. Tom Brady, the whole purple-pilled man who believes, well, I can lead a household, I could still be a leader and a father, that's dead. We're in the age of the pink pill, man. The pink pill, the age we're in is you're not a father figure. You know what I'm saying? You're literally you're really a sperm donor and an assistant. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's the age we're in, man. The pink pill, in the words of Hulk Hogan, what you gonna do, brother, when the pink pill runs wild? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So the pink pill, man, it is the future. See what the homie Dreamstorm, pink pill mayhem all the way to 2030. That's gonna feel like an eternity. Well, I mean, you know, I don't want to get far from it because, you know, technology will play a role. I think in all honesty, I think the way the black pill will go mainstream is through technology. I think technology, the black pill will not be mainstream through social means. it will have to be technology. You know what I'm saying? Technology will be when the black pill is mainstream. Because let me give you an example of the black pill being mainstream and why technology is the only way that the black pill will be mainstream. The black pill being mainstreamed and why technology is that it will be when a woman is like 40, but there's the artificial egg. The artificial egg will allow a woman to basically live the dream. The dream that's being promoted with feminism is to compete with a man. She must have infinite eggs. The only way women will compete with a man with the narrative that's being pushed is the artificial egg. A lot of men in the manosphere push the artificial womb. You know what I'm saying? The artificial womb. But think about that. Which one will be more affordable? Which one will be easier to sell? It will be the artificial egg. And the reason the black pill will be mainstreamed by technology is that the black pill cannot be accepted on a social and a normie perspective. The black pill will have to be by technology. Once women have the artificial egg, as in a woman who's in her 40s who wants to have children no longer has to have surrogacy. She can now just inject an artificial egg into her womb. You know what I'm saying? An egg that was maybe grown in a lab. You know what I'm saying? An egg that's artificial, she can inject it in her body, and then she can get pregnant by means of the artificial egg. Because think about a woman's body. Think about it. A woman's 40 years old. Like, her body can still grow a child. You know what I'm saying? It still has a womb. It still can grow and develop a child. Like, a 40-year-old woman can still develop a child within her body. She just doesn't have any eggs. So once women have acquired the artificial egg, then the black pill will start spreading. The black pill there won't be a way to ignore it. You know what I'm saying? Because once a woman can have the artificial womb, once we can gene editing, you know what I'm saying? Gene injections, we're heading to the black pill age. The black pill, a lot of men think it'll be social. No, my friends. The black pill is when technology can't be ignored. When the law of nature is no longer the ruler. When technology is the law and the ruler, then we are in the age of the black pill. You know what I'm saying? Because when the black pill can't be ignored, it will be when men are like, you know what, I could have a child by virtue of just genetic splicing. Then the black pill will not be ignored. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people watch these, steampunk, which is, I don't want to get into it, but the black pill is technology, man. If the black pill is mathematical, it is technology. When man conquered fire, you know what I'm saying? Man's greatest aspiration is technology. You know what I'm saying? So the black pill will be mainstream when a man could have a child snapping his finger. You know what I'm saying? When a man could literally have any woman he wants, and a woman could have any man she wants by the snap of a finger. When technology is law, when the laws of technology bypass the laws of nature, then everyone becomes black pilled. Because think about your car. Like, let me ask you a question. Think about the car you drive. You know what I'm saying? Can it be argued that your car drives not because of gasoline? You know what I'm saying? Can that be argued? Can that be challenged? No. The law of technology, how technology works, it cannot be challenged. It is absolute. When the law of nature is broken by technology, everyone will be black pilled. There won't be an option. You know what I'm saying? The black pill will literally be enforced through technological means. You know what I'm saying? Before I jump off this, is that think about it. Think about when when reverse aging technology happens. You know what I'm saying? The reason I say the artificial egg is so important is that let's say we have you know what I'm saying, de-aging technology. We got technology to make you younger. Like you could take a pill and it's slowly gonna de-age you. So let's say you're 40 and you take these pills every day, you're gonna get younger. That benefits a man. It doesn't benefit a woman the same. Because even if a woman gets younger, it doesn't change that she no longer has eggs in her body. So a woman, let's say a woman was to be de-aged from 50 to 25. She's now 25 again. She can't get pregnant. The eggs are gone. You know what I'm saying? So what's going to happen with consumerism, we're going to create the artificial egg. Once the artificial egg is created, and the society will completely change. You know what I'm saying? Once the law of nature is no longer what enslaves a man, you know what I'm saying? Once you can have a child whenever you want, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Without the opposite sex. Once that law is broken and technology is what decides what we can and can't do, everyone will be black pilled. The black pill's adaptation is based on technological advances. Once technology becomes the end all be all, you know what I'm saying? The black pill can no longer be ignored. You know what I'm saying? And we're heading that route, but let me get back to the talking point is that 2024, man, you know what I'm saying? We already seen rappers wearing dresses, NBA players, you know what I'm saying? It's all over the place because, like I said, man, the part-time, the other reason the pink pill will increase is that, you know, I created this word, PTS, part-time straight. The rise of the part-time straight male is ever increasing. You know what I'm saying? It is ever increasing. It is in our culture, and it ties to the pink pill. You know what I'm saying? Because what's going to happen, I'd say by 2030, is you're going to see a very major cultural shift. Because the whole goal is the society we're in now is against the straight male gaze. The straight male gaze has been deemed toxic masculinity. Think about it. You've had trillion-dollar, billion-dollar corporations, Gillette, invest in commercials that say, you know what I'm saying, straight men are poison. They're toxic. Boys will be boys. So the feminization of men is rising. And I'd say by 2024 to 2023, you're going to see the predominant, I'd say the hierarchy is going to be the pink-pilled man will be number one. Below the pink-pilled man will be the part-time straight male. You know what I'm saying? The part-time straight male will be further into the culture. You know what I'm saying? Because as much as a lot of men make fun of the whole you could identify as a woman thing, how many men have done it? How many men have identified as a woman to basically break female records, and they're laughing? They're joking. But what straight man would identify as a woman? You get my drift? You know what I'm saying? The part-time straight male's gonna rise, man. The escalation. And the purple-pilled male, your so-called Tom Brady and all of them, these men that believe they could teach their sons football and still have a masculine and all that, that's going extinct. I think I think 2024 to about 2030, we're really going to see the extinction. I think we're going to see the example of the extinction of the purple-pilled man. The man that believes he could have a long-term relationship and still have authority. We're going to truly see, we already see it on television and films, how that man has become a joke, a laughing stock. But we're really going to truly see the extinction of this man. You know what I'm saying? Live in public. We're going to see him made joke of, made fun of. It's already happening. You know what I'm saying? And the part-time straight male, like, you can look up Destiny. Destiny is the perfect example of the part-time straight male. You know what I'm saying? Over 1 million subs. All of a sudden, he went part-time straight. You know what I'm saying? Over 1 million subs, dyed his hair blue. And what's the majority of his viewers? It's young men. You know what I'm saying? So the rise of the part-time straight male and the rise of the pink-pilled man. Because the future is the pink-pilled. The future is the man who, after his wife has the baby of another man, they go to counseling. They go to counseling so he can learn to accept this. No matter how unnatural it feels, he can learn to still be a family. Because at the end of the day, yes, he's raising another man's child, but he still has access to the woman he loves. You know what I'm saying? This is the future. You know what I mean? The pink-pilled man. So I think 2024 and beyond, we're really going to see the escalation of the pink-pilled man. I mean, look at Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade is a part-time straight male, in my opinion, allegedly, whatever. You know what I mean? And he's a pink-pilled man. Dwayne Wade is a pink-pilled man. You're going to see the escalation. And look up rap. Look up bisexual relationships in rap. And you're going to see that it has escalated. I think, what was his name? Little Uzi Vert announced that he was part-time straight. You know what I'm saying? He's bi or non-binary, whatever the hell it is. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see an escalation of this, man, in 2024 like never before. Look at your favorite basketball players, how they dress very androgynous, how they dress on both sides of the fence. You know what I'm saying? The part-time straight male is escalating. You know what I mean? Now, let's head towards the full-time ghosting. I think 2024, you know, like I've been saying this for over 2 years with the Casper pill, men are detaching and they can't explain it. Men are finding it natural to ghost. Men are finding it natural. Let me see what the homie Dreamstorm said. Normies will fight tooth and nail trying to convince everyone that men can still have long-term relationships with women and be in charge, that you are doing something wrong if you can't. Well, nah. Well, Dreamstorm, you're speaking of the purple pill, man. That time is past, bro. That time is past. The pink pill man is going to be preaching, you're still a man. You're still a great man for being the stepfather, for still loving your wife even though she's pregnant with another man. This is going to be the new norm. You got to understand, bro, that, you know what I'm saying, Will Smith is not a rarity. Logan Paul, his brother, you know what I'm saying? The list goes on. We are in the age of the pink pill. In fact, Dreamstorm, I'm going to ask you a question right now, bro. Name. I want you to name. Try naming the most popular men right now and try naming some of them that are purple pilled. Name me a purple-pilled man that's a celebrity right now or a major influencer. Try to name a purple-pilled man that's a celebrity and an influencer. Try it. You know what I'm saying? Just name 3. You're going to see that you're struggling to name purple. And the purple pill means that man's in charge. He's the father of all his children. He's the leader of the household. He's in a strong relationship where he has authority. Name a purple-pilled man that's extremely popular right now, an influencer. You're going to struggle. You know what I'm saying? You're going to struggle. The purple-pilled man is going extinct, man. The age of the purple pill is done. The purple pill died after the 2000s. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Sorbo, I don't know. He's not that popular anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about you're popular, well known by the Zoomers and all of them. You know what I'm saying? I think you could probably name Henry Cavill, but I've seen Henry Cavill. He's going down the road, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I've told guys, man, what is the goal? The red pillar's goal is to eventually become purple pilled. And the purple pill eventually leads you to the pink pill. It's a never ending cycle. You know what I'm saying? It's a never ending cycle. They get trapped in a loop. When I discovered the pink pill, when I told guys, yo, men are becoming more feminized than ever before. And these men are finding it as the right thing to do, to live for female validation above all. If you live for female validation above all in your relationship, then what does it matter if your girl is pregnant by your boss, your coworker? She could still validate. You know what I mean? So to me, man, the future, the pink pill is the future. The pink pill and the part-time straight male. It's gonna escalate, man. It's gonna escalate like never before. Because, you know what I mean? All the stuff has been done. You got generations of men who have, the last time there was a man in their household was 3 generations. The next current generation, we got Zoomers, we got Gen Alpha growing up where there was never stability in 3 generations in their household. You know what I'm saying? Super hyper feminized. You know what I mean? So to me, man, 2024 and beyond, we are heading towards like never before, man. I'm on YouTube, bro. You can't watch. There's a lot of YouTubers I had to block or stop watching because they were part of that PTS movement. They couldn't help themselves but showcase that, yeah, they're part-time, man. There's some closet activity in them. You know what I mean? But that's the narrative. I think 2024 and beyond, especially 2024, watch the news, watch the TV. You're going to see live the extinction. We're going to see the hunting and the demonizing of the purple-pilled man. You know what I'm saying? The purple pill is in the bottom of the totem pole now, you know? But to go a little further, you know, before I end the stream let me go to the full-time ghost. Let me get this banner out of here. Get this banner changed. Give me a minute. Change the banner. No, not the banner. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, the thing is, I think 2024, a lot of men will be ghosting, man. You know, I've been saying this for a while, but I think subconsciously and consciously, I think especially consciously, a lot of men will start asking themselves, why do I want to be a success story in a society that's detached from me? The society's literally pointing its finger at me and saying I'm toxic masculinity. The society has deemed me, you know what I'm saying, a problem, and it has detached from me. Everything I say is sexist. It's what is it? Everything you say is as a man is deemed sexist, misogynistic, problematic. So a lot of men, I think by 2024, a lot more men will start accepting and they won't see themselves as being pessimistic. They're going to see themselves, be it consciously or subconsciously. I think a lot of men won't be able to explain. They won't be able to explain why they're distancing themselves so much, why they feel more comfortable distancing themselves. They're not going to be introverts. You know what I'm saying? Contrary to popular demand, they won't be introverts. They're going to go to the bar, they're going to party, they're going to enjoy themselves, but they're going to find themselves in a state of mind where they just go to enjoy themselves and keep it moving. They're going to find themselves unable to attach. A lot of men will be suffering from detachment issues where they find themselves completely detached and they just can't explain it, man. They can't explain why the first option for them is ghosting. A lot more men than ever before will be deeming the first option, the first response. You know what I'm saying? Because I've learned a new quote, a new thought. Why the full-time ghosting thing is going to take over is that what happens when a man doesn't react? You know what I'm saying? What happens when things happen? Oh, man, this man got divorced. You don't react. What happens when you start looking at society and you do not react? You become detached. A man who's detached will not react. You know what I'm saying? He'll draw information from what's going on, but he won't react. And a lot of men, I think by 2024, a lot more men are going to not react because they're too detached to react. And it's going to eventually lead these men to ghosting, full-time ghosting, because these men will start looking at everything from a detached perspective. And when you start looking at everything in life from a detached perspective, you know what I'm saying? You're going to start looking at consumerism. You're going to start looking at your whole life, how you live, everything. You know what I'm saying? You're going to eventually start ghosting, man. And like I said with Casper Pill 1.0, man, you're going to start making decisions from no attachment, zero attachment. You're going to start looking at attachment as a threat, A lot of men will start looking at their lives and say, if I'm attached, I can be hurt. If I can be hurt, I can lose my freedom. You know what I'm saying? So if a lot of men are looking at society from that perspective of being detached, it's going to eventually lead them to full-time ghosting because yes, you're ghosting dating, but guess what? You're still attached to consumerism. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men will start looking at where they're not detached. And, maybe they'll find some of my videos. Maybe they'll accidentally type full-time ghosting. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they'll accidentally type part-time ghosting. Maybe they'll accidentally start looking for a deeper meaning in ghosting. You know what I'm saying? And they'll find themselves because I'm the one who founded the Casper Pill and speak, and I'm the one who's been able to articulate the full-time ghosting. And I've been able to meet a lot of guys who spoke to me and said they've been ghosting for over 5 years. They just didn't know what they were full-time ghosting. They didn't know the meaning behind what they were doing. Because the thing about men is this, man, we instinctively resolve problems. We don't like to stay in problems. Sometimes we live in a solution and we can't explain. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men's natural instinct is to find solutions. You know what I'm saying? That's one of our natural instincts, is to find solutions. And at times, we can't explain the solution we found. We just exist in it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of men have been full-time ghosts. And I've been able to chop it up with some of the homies, man, that have told me, yeah, bro, yo, man, this full-time ghosting you've been talking about, I didn't know I was doing this for the last 5 years. I didn't know. I didn't know I was full-time ghosting, man. And you articulated it, and bro, that's the life I've been living the last 5 to 10 years. I've been detached, and I didn't feel bad. I didn't feel sad or nothing, bro. It's just my lifestyle. It's just how I live. Like, I didn't know that what I was doing was a full-time ghosting, or I didn't know. I didn't know, man. But now I know. Now I can, you know what I'm saying? Now I can articulate it and put words behind this lifestyle, this way of looking at life, man. I feel better. I feel better, and life seems clearer, you know, because now I can articulate this lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot more men, you know, I think more men will live the full-time ghosting lifestyle. I think, you know, full-time ghosting approach to life subconsciously. I think a lot more men by 2024 will subconsciously be full-time ghosting. Let me see what the homie Dreamstorm said. Yeah, I'm one of them. Dreamstorm said, I'm one of them. I've been full-time ghosting since 2010, 2011, after the global financial crisis, and I recognized it when you brought it up, just watching everything burn from a window, metaphorically. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, man, you know, what you said is that I think us full-time ghosts, I don't think we're going to watch anything burn, because here's the thing, bro. How can anything burn, or how can anything be lost when we as full-time ghosts admit that nothing was ever found? You know what I'm saying? Nothing was ever found, and nothing was ever kept, or nothing was ever owned. I think a lot of men such as yourself, and I've chopped it up with some of the other homies on the Discord and some other homies I talked to, they told me they've been living this lifestyle, man. You know what I'm saying? Where you prioritize your freedom above all. Because the red pill and all these other guys, they don't prioritize freedom. They prioritize the ability to maintain attachment. You know what I'm saying? The full-time ghosts such as yourself and other guys, man, you prioritize your freedom, you know, your ability to be mobile and detached, because attachments limit you, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think once more men, and I think it's happening, you know, subconsciously. I think the full-time ghost thing will happen mostly subconsciously. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing. Even if you didn't recognize it consciously, you weren't doing the wrong thing. You were living the right way. So, and you know, us men, the way we live is that, yo, if I ain't doing nothing wrong, like, I don't need to say it. We men tend to be very to ourselves. You know, I don't need somebody to validate that I'm right. You know what I'm saying? I'm right. That's all I need. I just need to know I'm right, and I could keep moving about my life. So I think a lot of men subconsciously will start becoming more detached, but not detached from a pessimistic and sad. They're going to be detached and they're going to find more freedom, you know? And when a man finds their freedom and detachment and accept that, the society's already detached from us, you know? I plan to write the full-time ghosting book. You know what I'm saying? I wrote Man Vantage. I covered some of it. The way I wrote Man Vantage is that you could, it's normie approved, man. I wrote it to where a normie could read it and find something. You know what I'm saying? You could actually share or send somebody to, I got to make the physical book, but the way I wrote Man Vantage, when I went back to edit it, I was like, man, I got to make it normie approved. It's got to be norm. I don't mention the pills. It's very common sense orientated, you know, because the way I look at it is that the normal man is already, men don't announce, like, you know, we watch a lot of YouTube, and YouTube has conditioned a lie into the heads of men that if you're not loud, look, I'm living this way. I'm living my life this way. If you're not loud about it, then you're not about it. But the truth is, men make adjustments and just keep it moving. And silence, we're not loud about the lifestyle we live, man. We just do it. You know what I'm saying? We just live the lifestyle and keep it moving. So I think 2024, a lot more men will subconsciously start becoming detached, and they won't be able to explain it. They will not be able to explain it. And, you know, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like I tell a lot of guys, maybe, hopefully more men will catch on and we'll see more full-time ghosting content, you know what I'm saying? Because the reason I pivoted my channel to full-time ghosting is that, you know what I mean? The way I look at it, men are no longer looking for attachments. Men that want the answers don't want a way to succeed within a system, you know, from a manhood perspective that is disattached to them. Men aren't looking for you to, how to have a long-term relationship, how to succeed at this relationship, dating, you know, women standing up for men's rights and all this BS. The men don't want this crap anymore, man. We don't want anything that has to do with attachment anymore. If the laws haven't changed or nothing like that, you know what I mean? Think about the manosphere. Guys have been preaching the same BS, some guys for over 15 years, man. Some, you know, you got to think MGTOW was in the forums. The Red Pill was in the Reddits and forums long before it was on YouTube. There are literally guys that have been promoting and speaking the Red Pill for over 20 years. Over 20 years of failure. You know what I'm saying? Over 20 years of failure, man. You know what I mean? There are guys that have been talking this BS for over 20 years. You know what I'm saying? And guys are tired, man. Binge watching the same content. Women need to change. Like I tell guys, bro, I don't blame the women. I don't blame the women. I don't got a problem with women at all. This is a man's world. The laws that were written by my fellow man, all the punishment, all the strife, all the struggle originates from my fellow man. You know what I'm saying? This is a man's world. So all the problems originate from your fellow man. You know what I'm saying? This is why you can tell the people in the manosphere are lying to you. If anybody's speaking of women like they're the boogeyman, they're lying. This is a man's world, man. The laws and the rules are defined by men. You can't say in one breath, well, you know, women are superior we're the strongest, we're the smartest. Then the next breath, you're saying feminism is dominating and destroying our culture. I thought you said men were the most dominant and we're the strongest and smartest. So how can you say that in one breath, then say that feminism is the big bad wolf and the boogeyman? Come on, man. Come on, bro. Stop lying. But, you know, like I'm saying, man, 2024, you know, we will see an uprising. Because think about it. If the majority of your male friends, I'm gonna give you a thought process that will prove me right. You know what I'm saying? If the majority of your friends are becoming pink-pilled, if many of your male friends are becoming part-timers, part-time straight men, aren't you gonna distance yourself? Aren't you gonna become more detached and push yourself away from these type of people? You know what I'm saying? That's going to be your response. Remember, you can't tell them their lifestyle is weird or strange, because that would be body shaming, bullying, cyber, whatever, all the other words. You can't say nothing. We're in a society now where you got to always be careful. You always got to keep yourself, you know what I'm saying, held back. You can't really speak the honest truth. You can't be truthful anymore. And even the people that are so-called truthful around you, you gotta be aware that if they're not on the spectrum of you're on full-time ghosting or black-pilled, you know, there's a limit to them. And here's the thing, you don't want to find the limit. If you push them past their limit, that could mean you losing your job. That could mean you being labeled a cyber bully and all this BS. So what's the only thing you can do? You know what I'm saying? All you can do is ghost. Ghosting will, and I've done this in streams where I've covered it, ghosting will become the only language men can speak. And guess what? It's natural. It's natural for men to, when I don't want to deal with somebody, I just avoid them, or I just cut them completely out of my life. I don't make a scene. I don't yell. I don't argue. I just cut them out of my life. You know what I'm saying? Ghosting is natural. You know what I'm saying? It is a natural thing. It is a natural way we men deal with things when we're not seeking potential conflict. When we don't want conflict to even be an option, we just cut people out of our lives. We just stop talking to them. I mean, look at me. I got in trouble, or is not in trouble. I got targeted by Tony Bruno because I just said, go live your life, bro. I'm going to leave you alone. Live your life. I hope you're the best, man. We just don't need to talk. And next thing you know, I was a menace. Became a menace to society, man. You know what I mean? Now I look back, I'm like the smart thing, the thing I should have done. You know what I mean? If I wanted to avoid all that drama and all that, I should have just ghosted, man. If my response would have just been ghosting, I would have been there would be no drama. As soon as I see somebody acting a certain way, I just split, gone. You know what I'm saying? Don't talk to the person, disappear, ghost. You know what I mean? You look at full-time ghosting, it becomes a solution, man, to so many aspects of your life, man. You know, just ghost. You know what I mean? No arguments, man. There is no problems for a ghost because I'm not attached. I don't give you an option. I don't give you an opportunity to you know what I'm saying, interact with me from a point of attachment. And like I said, man, 2024, I think the three-headed monsters, the three events that will take place will be, of course, the solidifying of the pink-pilled man. The pink-pilled man will be everywhere. All your athletes, your favorite rappers, your actors, you know what I'm saying? All of them, all the most influential people, the pink pill will be within them, or they will be part-time straight men. You know what I'm saying? Either way. And then the ghost, the full-time ghost, men will subconsciously start full-time ghosting. So to me, 2024, those are the three big events I see happening. You know, I think that will happen is that men will start full-time ghosting subconsciously in droves. Massive amounts of men will just say, yo, man, they won't even know what they're doing. They just gonna know instinctively or subconsciously, yeah, I gotta detach myself, man. I gotta be detached. And then you'll see the rise, because I think the side effect of the pink pill will be that it will force men to ghost. You know what I'm saying? The pink pill will force, like, how long can you hang around a friend of yours when you're absolutely ashamed? You absolutely see that person as the definition of failure. You know what I'm saying? As a man, you just can't respect, you can't tolerate an ounce of who they are. You're going to separate yourself. And then you're going to start reevaluating things and saying, damn, man, this shit is everywhere. It's all over TV. It's all over YouTube. It's online, TikTok. Man, I can't be a part of this, man. I gotta detach. You know what I'm saying? That this is the only option. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Do men ever ghost? Yeah, I mean, Xylo Watts was good. Yeah, I mean, men ghost, but men are thinking that their best chances, because I call it part-time ghosting. They're, you know, guys that are ghosting dating, they're ghosting certain aspects of their life. They think that the part-time aspect is their best way to free themselves, when really you're leaving yourself vulnerable to other attacks. You know, other aspects of life will come at you. So you've detached from dating. Okay. You didn't detach from consumerism participation. You didn't detach from consumerism. You didn't detach from the way you live. You know what I'm saying? You didn't prioritize detachment from the way you live your life. Housing. You know, the full-time ghost is all about covering all aspects of your life. You know what I'm saying? Xylo Watts, you can watch, I did a stream, you can watch I recommend this to every man watching this. I always recommend watching the Casper Pill 2.0. Once you watch the Casper Pill 2.0, you'll eventually watch the Casper Pill 3.0, and you'll see, man. And I did the Casper Pill 1.0. I recommend every man on this channel, man, watch the Casper Pill videos I made, man, because I broke it down into, you know, updates. You got to watch it in updates, because unlike the black pill and all these other pills, man, the Casper Pill, you got to, you know what I'm saying? You got to, there's three layers of it, man. There's the physical, the mental. You know what I'm saying? You got to expose yourself to the Casper Pill in different perspectives of life. You know what I'm saying? There's the physical. I won't physically attach myself to anything. Okay. That's the physical. That's Casper Pill 1.0. I really focused on the physical. Casper Pill 2.0 was all about the mental. You know what I'm saying? The mental. Because here's the thing. Like, you know, when you arrive at the point where you got to question, you got to become detached from your birthright. Think about it. I covered this on Casper Pill 2.0, is that think about it. Where you were born your culture you identify with. That is a lie. You know what I'm saying? It's a lie because you didn't have a choice. How can you, as a man, say, you know what? I'm Indian. I'm African. I'm Nigerian. I'm Swedish. I'm Turkish. I'm a German. How can you identify with a culture that you didn't have a choice? You were born into this culture. So how can that truly be who you are if you did not make a choice? The Casper Pill 2.0, man, it will break your mind. It will make you question the ultimate question in life is that, you know what I'm saying? If you didn't make a choice, does it count? You know? Does your whole life count? You know what I'm saying? And you know, the thing about the Casper Pill I broke down is that the very act of saying your favorite cookie is a lie. It could be a lie. The very act of you saying, yo, my favorite cookie is the chocolate chip cookie. It could be a lie because the question becomes, was that your choice? Were you the one who introduced yourself to the chocolate chip cookie, or was it something your parents gave you? Because if it's something your parents gave you, then it isn't your favorite cookie. You know what I'm saying? Because this wasn't something you chose or introduced yourself to. And to me, man, you know, I'm very proud of the Casper Pill. You know, I'm very proud of the Casper Pill series of videos I made. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I mean, I truly think that it's one of my best accomplishments. You know what I mean? And it helped me myself. You know what I mean? It helped me myself. Because a lot of people think, oh, the truth must be writing these ideas down, man. He must be planning this whole thing out. Every video, he must have this long blackboard, a script. Dude, none of this is scripted, man. When it comes to philosophy, my approach is that of the ancient philosophers. You know, everything I'm telling you is straight from the head. It's all freestyle. Philosophy is really freestyling. You know what I'm saying? It's freestyling and learning in the moment. You know what I'm saying? In the moment, you know. But like I said, man, so, you know, 2024, the big three will be, you know what I'm saying? The pink pill, it will radiate like never before, man. The stuff we're about to see in 2024, man. You know what I'm saying? People be thinking I'm wrong. You know, my accuracy, man, the prophecies I predicted are at an over 95% clip. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see the feminization of men like never before, man. Like never before, man. You know what I'm saying? The pink pill will be front and center. Then below that, you will see the part-time straight male. Because, I mean, the video games, like, I mean, I'll give you an example. Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat is the perfect example of this. You know what I'm saying? Mortal Kombat is a part-time straight male fighting game. They advertise the men completely naked. You know what I'm saying? They make the men naked, shirtless, and all that. Then they make the women as ugly as possible. Their heads are too round. There's no jiggle physics. This is a game for adults. This is a rated M game where you're pulling the skulls from people's backs. Yet they telling grown men, no, you're not allowed to have a straight male fantasy. You're not allowed to have that. We don't want you to have that. You know what I'm saying? So look up the trailers for Mortal Kombat. The longest trailer for M1 Mortal Kombat 1. I didn't even buy that game. I just looked at it. I'm done, man. I'm not gonna be purchasing or participating in that BS, man. You know what I mean? You want me to pay $60, a grown adult, to be told I'm not allowed to be a straight male? Come on, man. You know what I mean? So the thing is, man, the big three events, technology, I plan to do a live stream 2024. I got to do a live stream on the Infinity perspective. I'm gonna be changing it. I might change it. I'm gonna be changing it from the Infinity pill to, I think, the infinite perspective, because when you think of things from an infinite perspective, you don't really need black pill knowledge or nothing like that. If you're looking at the world through the lens of infinite, you don't really need nothing. So I'm gonna relabel it as the infinite perspective, because it'll be more approachable for people than saying, well, he's talking about the Infinity pill, so I need to know about all the other pills, and you don't need to, Yeah, Dreamstorm. Yeah, $70. $70 for Mortal Kombat. Video game prices are hyperinflated. The average video game should be like $20 to $30. It should not cost this much at all. I'm a game designer. I work on games. I'm working on something now, but it should not cost this much at all. The video game industry is an absolute scam when it comes to price inflation. It is insane. But think about it. Mortal Kombat rated M for mature. Think about the message they're pushing in Mortal Kombat. So it's perfectly okay for you to, do fatalities on men. Fatalities, destroy them. But it's absolutely wrong for a man to be straight and have the straight male gaze. You know what I'm saying? To have the gaze at a female, to have attracted women. You know what I'm saying? Think about that narrative, that it is perfectly fine to brutalize men. Brutalize them, fatality. You know what I'm saying? Perfectly normal. But a man having, wanting to see attractive women, oh, that's wrong. That's wrong right there. That should be illegal. You're insensitive. How dare you want attractive women? You know what I'm saying? In a mature game for adults. You know what I mean? So to me, man, you gotta understand, man. You have to understand that we're already there. 2010s, I look at 2010s was about establishing the pink pill. 2010s was all about establishing it. You know what I mean? 2020s is all about, running with it. It is now prominent, like never before prominent. It's all in your face. It can't be avoided. I was watching a YouTuber on technology, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm building a new computer soon, and he had to drop, you know what I'm saying? He had to drop the closet, man. He had to drop it on his video as like a little joke or something. You know what I'm saying? It is very hard right now to watch a YouTube channel where they don't drop the closet, or they don't promote male femininity. You know what I mean? The pink pill. I watched a channel where they said, "Oh man, you guys are just insensitive, man." You know what I mean? You need, the times are changing. You should still give your money to companies that deem you as a straight male as a demon and a problem. You know what I mean? Come on, man. So to me, man, 2024, man, be prepared. You know what I'm saying? In fact, the second thing, the fourth thing, it's really going to be 4 pieces. You're going to see the pink pill as the moving the moving path of 2024. You know what I'm saying? The man that they will promote is a pink-pilled man. All mainstream. Mainstream will be promoting a pink pill like never before. You know, and of course the part-time straight male. And of course you're gonna see a lot of men subconsciously go full-time ghost. And the fourth thing will be technology. AI and technology, the world's about to change, man. Everything will collide. It's the perfect storm. It's the perfect storm of everything colliding at once. You know what I'm saying? And what will be birthed out of that storm, you know, we'll see. Another thing is it's 2024 to 2030 is going to be a big event for the black pill as well. Because like I said, the more technological advances we have, the less possible. Man, so the thing is this, man, it's coming, man. It is happening. 2024, you know, I think we're gonna have big five. It's all colliding at once. You know what I'm saying? The gray pill will play a role as well. More guys will go gray pilled, but I think 2024, all the collision is coming, man. You're gonna see the pink pill. You're gonna see the part-time straight male. You're gonna see the rise, the more full-time ghost men, you know, subconsciously. You're gonna see technology. You're gonna see the gray pill. The gray pill will be front and center. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of red pillars don't even know what they are now. A lot of red pillars don't even know they're gray pilled now. And a lot of so-called black pillars don't know they're gray pilled. So the gray pill is already, I've been saying this for damn near over 2 years. The gray pill is already establishing a stronghold in men's perspectives anyway. You're going to see the collision with the black pill. So, man, a lot is happening, man. Y'all be ready. You know, I want to thank everybody. I hope everybody is safe. You know what I'm saying? A happy new year, a safe new year. You know what I mean? We've all made it this far, man. Hope everybody are positive. And, you know, 2024, man, you know, got a lot planned and we'll see what happens, man. It's going to be a major journey, man. Just remember, man, you know what I'm saying? When you see me act like I'm not shocked, like I usually do, I'm not surprised. It's because, man, I already spoke about it in a stream. You know what I mean? I already told you what's coming down. But we'll see, man. I hope everybody a happy new year, and thank you for being on the stream, and you know, have a peaceful day. Peace out, man.
They said the truth won't survive beside the lies that